up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to Constructed Chaos, where we run our live stream every single Wednesday.
And we're definitely always prepared.
At 7 p.m. Central Time, and we definitely have everything we need, including our sponsor's beard oil that I did not leave in the bathroom because I was busy using it the other day. Thank you, Tabletop Beard, for sponsoring the stream yet again. Today we have their Rogue scent, which is more of an evening cologne smell than our past entries.
You know what that means.
For the bourgeoisie.
Yeah, we're going to be very fancy today. I picked Rogue for no particular reason.
I can't wait till we get to Bard and just lose all control.
And your hair starts dancing around.
Yeah.
Could be next week. But yeah, this one smells like kind of fancy. Like I think I'd wear this one to go to like a wedding or something.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, thank you.
But
while we put some more of this on and smell up the good smells, check out this ad that we made for them.
Nice.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh my goodness! In this
smells really good.
Close vicinity,
it does.
All of
It smelled terrible before because we're all just a bunch of gamers.
I might not be able to control myself.
They're over here.
Oh, is it just one?
Well, it's two.
Are they kind of dried out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in case you guys didn't see from the ad, if you guys are interested in checking out the Tabletop Beard Oil lineup of products, you can get 20% off using Chaos 20 at checkout. They have balms, they have oils, they all smell delicious, and they even have like beard butter.
Beard butter.
Yeah, in case you want some extra shaping.
Is better with butter.
But yeah, I think that's just about it for our announcements. We do have some really fun surprises partway through the stream, so stay tuned. I'm really, really excited to share some of these with y'all. But until then,
It's time to
Like surprise you're dead, or
yeah, that's it.
Hey, now I didn't even get to say it was.
As the first light of dawn gilds the horizon, you find yourselves standing once again within the bustling sapphire port of Anir, within the city of Eretheos, the very place where fate brought you together just 1 week ago. The fresh eastern wind through clear skies above lifts from you memories of challenges surmounted and shadows dispelled, as well as shudders the furled and suntanned sails of the Ripple Dancer. A crew of no more than 10 load the vessel, preparing it for the voyage to Nyvira. It is a good day for sailing, and a sight that ignites a burning desire to chase down the elusive truths left in the wake of Phaedron's shadowed dealings. Your presence has etched a chapter into the annals of Eretheos, altering the tapestry of its history. But now fair winds and following seas guide you forth, urging you with an unquenchable curiosity.
Welcome back, everyone.
Again.
Beautiful Unreal Engine.
No.
Yeah.
What?
I thought you were gonna say.
Oh.
Getting used to
I
Unreal.
did
Back
get
from that beautiful
interrupted.
bean footage, guys.
Jesus Christ.
Got her again.
I'm losing my job. I think I got fired tonight.
We gotta stay on top of it.
Quiet fired.
I got
That was
quiet
not the
fired.
intention.
So, As we rejoin the four of you in the Sapphire Port where it all began, you approach the Ripple Dancer, a ship ready to be sailed out into the ocean by the four of you and a crew no less than 10.
Is that 10 or more?
That is 10 or more.
Does that
Okay.
include us? Or does that not
Wait,
include
does that
us?
mean the ship,
Panic
if somebody
ensues.
dies, like we cannot operate the ship?
I don't know.
I'm
Maybe.
proficient in boats.
It might be a question to ask the crew as you now approach the busy dock workers loading on various crates and compartments onto the ship. What would you like to do?
I am gonna walk onto the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a who is the captain here?
Is there, I'm about to say, is there a quartermaster or somebody like that?
I am the captain now.
Yeah. Nice.
As you ask this question, a dwarven man with an eye patch walks up. He's got a balding head, but a sash tied around it, trying to cover up some of the hair that's missing, maybe to protect him from the sun. He says, "Aye, we have a captain, but I'm your quartermaster.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
I suspect you're our muscle."
Okay, if you want to call it that.
Well, I'd take it as a compliment if I were you.
I'm much more of a navigator myself, but
We'll be glad to have you. We've made this trek 1,000 times before, but you never know what you're going to see out on the sea.
Oh, true.
Cullian's my name.
Shake his hand.
He grasps you around the forearm and shakes it firmly as he looks to the other three of you. So then, perhaps you'd like me to show you to your quarters. Is there any questions you might have?
You'll see Drozado interject. Actually, yes, I have several questions I would like to ask you. So first off, are you from Eretheos?
No, I'm not from Eretheos, no.
So why are you the quartermaster of this ship? Where do you get these credentials to be the quartermaster?
I've known the captain for many years. We've been sailing together for at least a decade.
Wonderful. So you've never been committed of any crimes, felonies, or
my
murders?
God.
Well,
There,
I wouldn't
there.
necessarily say that.
you frequent these oceans, or is this your first time in these seas?
As I say, we've made this trek 100 times before.
Who's the captain?
I, of course, would know my captain's
Yeah,
name.
of course. Of course.
Let me just check my notes.
Captain Nico Stratos. You can call him
That's
Nico.
why you forgot
yeah,
it.
yeah, I know. He has it tattooed on his arm. He looks down real quick.
Captain Nico.
Yeah, he has it.
Come on, I'll show you to your quarters.
Let's go.
As you make your way up the gangplank, you see a couple of people wrestling with this fairly large, that was a very bad time, a fairly large crate that's a bit oblong, and as it shuffles to one side, you hear, "Oh, careful, careful!" And he grabs it before it goes falling into the ocean, and you hear the rattle of metal inside as it kind of clangs. He lifts it back upright. He's like, "Don't do that again. If these parts get rusted, we'll never hear the end of it." And they begin moving it back further onto the ship.
As we're walking up the steps, I want to pull Dressad aside. I know you're busy, but we can do this in a second if you need to. Okay, I'm gonna pull Dressad aside and like whisper, be like, "Is there a reason that you are grilling the quartermaster? Do we not trust these people?"
Flora,
I mean, he had a
do you
whole
do you not
I'm genuinely asking because Morgan is confused.
do you not understand that? So I came here on a ship full of bad guys.
Yeah.
That
Full of bad guys. They stole the wares, remember? And then the fancy clothes man got involved.
coming
And
back.
then yes, we
It's
all
coming back.
battled on
Yeah.
the port where we are currently at right now. That might be your blood right there, to be honest with you. That is the reason why. And as we keep walking up the planks, I will keep bothering him with questions.
As you make your way below deck, you actually cross a section of the ship. Off to the right, you can hear the clang of more metal, but this sounds a bit different, more like cast iron pots. And you see out of the corner of your eye a halfling jumping up to put a cast iron kettle on a hook on the wall as he kind of nods to you. Good day.
You the cook?
That'd be me.
Need some help?
I'm happy to have an extra set of hands.
I don't cook.
Oh. I'll be back to help you. Let me put my stuff down.
Yeah.
All right then. And he goes back about his business. You see him like opening certain cabinets and putting things away, taking certain food items out of a crate, salted meats, and placing them in safe storage. As you make your way beneath the belly of the ship, you see the cargo hold. You're basically walking through it, and there are crates lined on either side. There's quite a bit of cargo here, but based on your conversation with Orlave, that doesn't sound too out of the ordinary. A lot of these, whatever it is they're building over in Nivira must be really important, must be really large. Finally, you make your way up near the bow of the ship, below the deck, and you see strung between several of the supporting members of the ship are a bunch of hammocks, more or less.
Do any of the parts that like, can we see any of them, or they're all like in boxes, no way to see what's in these parts?
Make a perception check.
Oh, yikes. That's a good old 5.
Well, as you look around, you can see a few metallic pieces, appendages sort of sticking out of some of the crates. What appear to be just the edges of certain cogs and wheels. Although the metal is not like anything you've seen before. It looks thinner. A bit flimsy.
Okay.
But a cursory glance is all you get as your walk to the quarters, and the quartermaster, Killian, this is where you'll be sleeping. I'll be in here as well. Since we've got so much cargo, there's not a whole lot of room to spread out, but some of us will be taking the night shift, so we'll sleep in shifts. I think it'll be pretty easy.
How long trip is it again?
5 days.
I would expect maybe 6 days. No more than a week, to be sure.
I know what that means. It was the no less than that got me, okay?
No
No
less,
more.
no less than 5 days, though.
I don't know why that's so mean to me.
Got it. If you
I'm
say
on
it the
board
other
now.
way,
I
it's
got
fine.
it. I figured it
Yeah.
out.
I don't know what
The
it
brain
is.
has caught up.
Say it the other way, it's fine.
Just as you guys begin to put together what no less than 5, no more than 7 means, you hear footsteps approaching from behind you as Killian kind of stands upright. Captain! You turn to see Captain Nicostratus Varon, a human sea captain. His hair kind of wafted in the wind. He does have a hat, but it's kind of tied off and hung around his back. He has a long flowing cape, almost a flamboyant vestment that is dyed a deep, deep red. As he looks across the 4 of you, he's like, happy to have you aboard. I trust you all will cause us no trouble.
No, I am more afraid that this is you that will cause us trouble. So where are you from exactly? No padded quill.
Make a persuasion check.
Got it.
And you get to spend the trip in the brig.
No, Flora will go save
That
him.
is fine. I will be safe in the brig.
Safe.
12.
Well, if you must know, I hail from Nivira itself. Nobody knows this trek better than I. You'd be lucky to have me as your captain.
So, like I would ask Colleen over there, have you ever been involved in any robberies, murders, burglaries? Have you been indicted of any felonies of any sort?
Have not we all?
No, Drazad has not.
Yeah, we were just literally on a trial.
And we were not committed from it.
I mean-
it was expunged.
I mean, erroneous.
Is there any help that you would require on the ship? I myself am quite well versed in sea travel.
But he's
Well-
not good at cooking.
We
I do not
I know you've already met our bosun, our quartermaster, Killian. We also have a helmsman, a ship navigator, a very talented rigger. You'll know them when you see them. A apt cook, Mr. Alaric, and a very strong deckhand. But we could always use some help up top. What I think we'll need most plainly is protection.
From what?
The waters around here, especially, and that near Brigate, are rife with refuse, as you might say. I don't anticipate that we'll encounter anyone, but we should always be prepared, especially with such valuable cargo.
Is there anyone manning the crow's nest?
Yes, that'll be our lookout. We do Thali we picked up here.
We're
Might I
going
join
to
Thali?
Nigeria, right?
Yes, of course.
What is our cargo?
You don't know.
I mean, not.
Dude, they're bringing like mechanical stuff to.
Yeah.
To
I didn't know if it was anything past that.
The specifics escape me, but Orlaith has been kind to us in the past and has made sure to tell me that this cargo needs to find its destination. It is rare that we fail in our mission, but we will take special care with this one, as Orlaith is an old friend. As best as I can tell, these are mechanical parts that are going to be put to use in some sort of contraption over in Ivira.
Does he look to be about the same age as Orlaith? Because Orlaith is old.
No, he's much younger. You can tell by the whitening of his hair in spots that he might be rounding the corner of 40.
Whereas Orlaith is more like 60, 70.
Oh, Orlaith is like 70 at least.
Yeah, okay.
No less than 70.
Gotcha.
Morgan and I just have a stroke.
I'm just
If-
doing really hard. About it.
If you guys are interested what all the noise is about, we do have two little puppers. We have a third pupper right now,
Doggo.
but
Yeah, we
you
do.
can type exclamation
The best
point
pupper.
puppers in the chat to find out more about them. We like to pretend they're little goblins having
Don't look
arguments
over.
in the background.
Don't look
Chris
at
was
me.
in Goblin
Honestly,
Road last
though.
night.
Yeah. Well then, if you want to see the crow's nest, then I'll show you up top. And
What kind of trouble besides like pirates, right? Is that what you were saying when you said refuge?
what you'll need to worry about is pirates, pillagers of the high seas. We might run into a squall or two that's not uncustomary in these warm seas, but my crew has been through the worst of it.
I think I want to be the king of the pirates.
You do know.
Have you ever heard of the One Piece?
I've heard it's not real.
I need a straw hat.
Surprise! One Piece
Surprise,
campaign!
Yeah.
I quit. Too many episodes.
Oh,
we'll
come
never
on,
finish.
it gets so good around episode
Look,
500.
No, I don't like it either. I just couldn't resist.
It's not that I don't like it. I don't want to watch all that.
It's so much. Sorry for getting us off track.
Oh, it's okay. Captain Nico turns around and begins leading you up to the deck of the ship and pointing out various objects of interest. First to you, he points out the crow's nest.
The minute we're out, especially if like the sea air is blowing,
Mhm.
Valith will take his hair out of his tight ponytail. Not fully, but he'll like loosen it down to about halfway down his back
Okay.
and let his hair kind of begin to flow. And he's a lot less rigid than he usually is, and seems to kind of be at home on the boat.
The captain seems to take note of this. And is this your first time sailing?
I did get to this island, so no.
I thought you might have been born here. Forgive me for making assumptions. Here's the crow's nest.
No Sam response.
He looks up. Valley! And you see a sort of wide-eyed young Triton. You can't tell from this distance if they're male or female. Shaved head, no hair, and a couple of piercings at the right ear. Looks over the top. He says, "One coming up!"
Yeah, and Val
At
also
your
will
leisure.
Go up at his leisure.
I'm noticing that he looks so much more relaxed. I'm probably gonna want to go up with him,
Okay.
just because. Can I go with him? Is there enough room for 2 people?
Another coming up! Just watch your step!
Okay, I thought that this was like an invitation.
Oh, it definitely is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there room?
There is.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Now make a survival check.
The crow's
Yeah, I know,
nest...
I'm not trying to make anybody fall out.
From this distance, looks like sort of a small bucket, but just from the size of the Triton, even though they look to be pretty young, in the crow's nest, you can see that there is ample room for all of you to stand up there, and it's well enough supported up on the main mast. He then looks to the remaining 2 of you. He's like, "Don't go running off on me just yet. I should probably take the time to point out our safety provisions. You'll notice at the front and rear of the ship we have 2 ballistas. These have staved off many intruders in the past. They have long range, but not quite as long a range as a mangonel or some cannons. Nonetheless, they are accurate, and it is what our ship is equipped with. You may notice along the railings, as he begins to point out, there are small cannons attached. These are simply hand cannons. Mainly they're used to deter any sort of intrusion in port, but if we are close to getting boarded, they are quite useful in fending off people approaching the ship on foot. The ballistas in particular, you should know, they will be yours to man, but my crew will help you to load and aim them. It is important to know that each ballista takes time to load and to aim. You cannot simply fire when you see the need. So be on the lookout. Keep an ear open for my crew that may be shouting, "Aim ready," "Loaded," and the like. Hopefully we won't need any of that. And he kind of steps to the side and begins talking to a bright blue tiefling, very muscly in stature. She has long dreadlocks, and as she turns around to greet him, she just kind of gives him a big bear hug and almost sort of like crunches him up in her embrace. He's like, "How are the sails coming?" She's like, "Nearly ready to leave, Captain, if everyone's aboard." And as this exchange happens, Odd, you in particular hear a voice that you recognize. "Wait! Wait!"
Who is it?
As you turn to face the Sapphire Port, you can see a frantic Orlathe running towards the dock.
I recognized Alex's.
No,
old lady
I thought
voice.
it was gonna be Mr. Beetleman again, the guy with the beetle coat
I-
cloak or something.
It was so far away. I thought it was
Yeah.
a goblin, like one of the Rochambeau ones.
She rushes up to the side of the ship, runs up the gangplank, catches her breath for a moment, and you see that she's got a small box in her hand, no larger than this. I really did not mean to do that.
Why is it like?
I know, it's
like
so
a
confusing.
Theme of tonight.
No larger than this.
Sorry, I couldn't allow you all to leave just yet. I gave it a good deal of thought, and seeing as I'm staying behind, I thought it might be best to send this with you. She hands it over, looking at the 4 of you.
Well, the 2 of them, right?
Well, the 2 of you. Yeah,
I'll-
sorry.
I'll take it and open it. Like,
as you crack open this little case,
It's like a little
you
chest.
see a myriad of different cogs and wheels, all lining a sort of cushioned velvet on the inside.
You look-
The wheels are all turning, and as they turn, they expose slightly glowing runic symbols. Some explanation could be in order here. What you hold in your hands, I like to call as a coffer of curiosities.
Okay.
It was actually given to me by Finnegael as something that she could use to share her inventions with me.
Finnegael is the granddaughter.
It is like a teleportation device. Share her
What did she
inventions.
call it? It
Like,
was
does she
a,
put something in her box, and then all of a sudden
It's a
in
box
your
of holding.
an itemic telemeter.
Okay.
But more or less, yes, what you said.
Oh, so she has the copy, and
Well, you see, it's not quite that simple. She explained it to me a while ago. What you need to know is that the box can contort and change shape whenever something arrives.
It's a mimic.
You will hear a small bell,
Autobots roll out.
and whatever she's sending will be in there.
Gun.
Yeah. Yeah. She is an artificer.
She makes her quite useful and very intriguing. I enjoy seeing what my granddaughter is up to, but I can't help but feel that they may be wasted on her grandmother here in Eretheos.
Did she
So she
know?
can send items.
Is it
to them?
anything?
She sends all manner of things.
Can we like put a note in there and send it to her? Or, like,
No,
as a
no, no. I'm
communication?
sorry. This is only a one-way device.
Oh, it only comes to us one way.
You see, as she explained it to me, it's sort of a teleportation circle,
Yeah.
but because it's always moving and changing shape, it's important that she begins pointing out the little cogs and wheels. As it expands and changes size, these wheels will lock into different positions and allow for an item to cross over.
Drazai, you paying attention?
Yes. Drazad is paying complete attention.
Drazada's taking notes.
This is the most fascinating thing that I have ever seen created.
All that you need to know, and trust me, there's plenty more where that came from. Finnegael's very talented.
Except that this is one way.
You will hear a small chime, and when you're ready, you can press the lock on the front of the box. It will expand to the shape necessary, and you'll receive whatever Finnegael is sending.
I know how
Bomb.
this ties
So
in.
could Finnegael not send herself in the box?
Oh, no. It's
inanimate
much too
objects.
complex to send mortal components over this teleportation.
What about a flower or like a piece of,
Or an
like
apple.
like a plant?
I mean, perhaps.
I think it would mostly be used for magical items.
It's an itemic telemeter, not a mortalic telemeter.
Oh, apologies. Drazad did not
Item
know that there was a
teleporter.
difference.
But Alex put some spin on it.
No, my apologies. Drazad did not realize the difference. He did not realize there would be two types of telemeters in the world.
But as I say, I thought you all should have it.
Okay.
I enjoy seeing her creations, and my shelves are decorated with them back at the house, but well, hopefully it'll provide me the motivation to see her myself. Let her know I said as when you see her.
Of course. Oh, I'll tell her. Don't forget to keep our friend busy.
Ah, yes. I haven't heard from him yet, but I'm sure it won't be
For a
long.
while.
Anyway,
She said, I'm sure it won't be long. And he said, you probably won't for a while.
So,
No less than a while.
No less than a while.
No more than a decade. No
so
less than
before
a...
you bid us goodbye, I apologize for asking you questions, but do you know, have you done any background checks on any of these sailors that we are sailing with? Are you sure that they are not criminals of any kind?
Razad,
Yes.
I have known these sailors for a long time, and I have lived for a long time, so that is saying a lot.
Well, she gets around.
That is fair.
Okay.
Very well. There's not, you have to understand.
That is
there's
not
such
what I
concern.
It's just jokes. All jokes.
I had one love in this life, and
It is the sea.
he's long for this world.
Does that mean he's dead?
Yes.
Oh.
He's
I thought when they're
Said
long for
yes.
the world. No, I really thought when you're long for the world, like
You long for the world,
You're
you
about
want-
to. You're about
Well,
to.
it's
die.
what you're not long for the world is
Not
usually
long.
used for.
You're
yeah.
about to die.
Yeah.
guys.
I was gonna say he's no less than alive.
We are,
Yeah, he's no more.
we
he's
are
no less than
grammatically
alive.
challenged tonight. Like,
Yeah, well, I might have messed that up too, but
no, I'm
basically, she is telling you, yes, he passed
he
away.
passed away.
Dead.
I'm my deepest condolences. But you
Thank
do
you.
have all these sailors
Yeah.
if you ever get bored.
They are good friends of mine and those that can be depended on. I trust they will get you there safely. And if not, I'm afraid we have bigger problems.
Well, that is
Itemic-
fair.
Itemic collider?
Telemitter.
Telemeter.
Yes. Separate from the mortal telemeter that we all know
Well,
exists.
I mean, one had heard that the other one exists, right?
Right. Yes. Correct. Yes. No.
That thing that's common.
There's a yes, it was in the shop we went to. You saw it too.
Well, then, safe sailing. And may we meet again. Safely in Nivera. She turns and begins to step off the ship. As she does, the gangplank is pulled back. The sails unfurl. And you feel the ship beginning to lurch. As it pulls away from the
And that's
docks
the
of
moment that
Eretheus.
Laura has a panic attack.
And that's where we'll end it on.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
So,
That's
as
where
this
we'll
scene
end
sort
our
of
set.
closes, I feel like I owe our chat a little bit of an explanation.
It is beautiful. Really?
One of the cool new features of our chat involves the ability to gift our party with common and uncommon items. Eventually,
I was
we
like,
will.
this is like a Hunger Games thing when the little bell dings and the thing comes down.
Eventually, we will expand that to rare, very rare, possibly even legendary.
Never.
But
It's
for right
never
now,
happened.
all you need to know is you can type !redeem common or redeem uncommon
Nice.
to gift them with such an item. The points totals are in there as well if you want to type !menu so you can see how many you'll need to redeem such an item. But yeah. In story, it is Finnegael sending them various inventions.
I did it. I got us
Alex did
a
not pass
common
his
one. I'm just
deception
showing
check.
how
He
it
will
works.
Never give us a legendary item.
And this is what it actually looks like. And it generates a random item.
What?
That's so
What's the item?
cool.
Well, it's an imbued wood focus on this one, but that doesn't count because Morgan did
Yeah,
it.
I know. I just wanted to show what it would do.
Where's he generating these items from?
I made
Well, let's
text
just-
files all day yesterday.
Really?
Yeah,
Amazing.
Yeah. There are text
Should
files
we-
of pretty much every common and
Should we tell them
uncommon
about
item
the
that I put
other
it.
thing that they can
Oh
redeem for
my
now?
goodness.
So there is also another redemption that we added. I call it constructing chaos because it is pretty much the pinnacle of what I think you're able to do in our live streams. For 66,666 points,
You are the worst.
you can construct chaos and basically alter the course of our session through
Nice.
some dramatic event that has been planned behind the scenes. If you don't redeem it, it won't happen. If you do redeem it, it will happen and it will change what happens.
So they get to be the DM.
No, he
I
has
mean,
things like pre-planned.
I always have something
They
pre-planned
get
just in
to-
case it gets
They
pressed.
get
Yeah.
to pull the miniature from below the
Yeah.
Oh my
table
God.
Yeah.
and throw it up. Yeah.
And whenever you do that, this is what it looks like because it's really fun. Watch the animation.
Whee!
A day, a calm, peaceful day on the boat, when suddenly a maelstrom appears.
A giant whirlpool.
Be
Hopefully
sure,
that won't happen
be
anytime
sure to
too
wait
soon.
until the last 20 minutes of stream to do this.
Literally,
So
nobody redeemed
or
that
wait for
months.
Alex to say, and that's where. No, we're not.
Anyway, it's a really cool new feature. We had some people requesting for higher points total redemptions, and here they are. I'm really excited to see how you guys use it.
Amazing.
We now have an engine within the campaign to present our players with items. So,
Files, Unreal Engine rendering. When is it going to end?
getting
Yes.
super
You're doing the
techie.
most.
Super techie.
Very inspired.
So, as you all pull away from the dock, it is early morning. You have a full day of sailing. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
Would I know if Tritons have dark vision?
Would I know?
I googled it. They do, but would Valoth know?
I googled it. They do.
Yeah.
Make a nature check.
Yeah.
Google should be like a very famous wizard in this.
The library of
Yeah.
Google.
Guagale.
Nature.
And I feel like
Alphabet.
like all identify spells should be him popping up, telling you
11.
what the thing's
11?
about.
Actually,
Yeah, exactly.
this
You,
item.
you know that the Triton you met from the depths was in a very dark room.
Mm.
So you'd imagine that they can
That's true.
see in the dark,
Did
but
meet
you're
a
not
Triton.
positive. Maybe it was just her.
And what was this Triton in the crow's nest?
I think it's Thally.
Thally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ahoy, Thally.
Hi. How's it going, sir?
It's going well. Are you the only lookout? Do you
I'm
have
the one and only.
24
Yeah.
hours? Well,
Keen eye for the sky.
would you like to take shifts? I can see at night fairly well and only need 4 hours of rest.
I too only need 4 hours of
Yes.
rest.
If you need help looking out, I'm quite keen on helping out any way I can.
Usually, Callista comes and relieves me of my shift, but you're more than welcome to.
Well, I'll be happy to.
She's usually pretty busy, so she could maybe use with the extra rest.
Yeah, yes, of course. And I'd be happy to even overlap the shifts if needed to always have a fresh pair of eyes when you're waning towards the end of the day and when I'm waning towards the end of or the beginning of night.
Sure thing. More importantly, did you bring any games?
You got games on your phone?
I do not have any games. Do you know of any?
I
I do have some supplies.
played some dice games with some of the rest of the crew. It's pretty fun, but
I think I do it.
they don't like for me to play for too long.
Why is that?
Well, just I don't have any money to wager, and they say it's not good for kids.
We don't have
How
to wager
old are
money.
you?
We can play.
I'm 11.
You're 11.
Hey, that's what I rolled on my
Oh.
history check.
And
What?
I'm sorry, what's your name? You don't look that much older than me.
I'm a little bit older, but I don't remember how much older. I'm 11 years older than you.
Wow,
My name is Flora.
you have a wonderful complexion, Flora.
What? Thanks. Why are you working on a ship at 11?
Well,
Why are you laughing?
Because he said, "Oh, and what's your name?" And he never asked mine.
Nobody ever asked your name.
Literally.
I'm laughing. Valoff would
Yeah.
think nothing of it.
I'm sorry, what did you ask me?
I was asking why an 11-year-old was working on a ship.
Well, you know, good work is hard to come by, and I got picked up pretty early on the streets of Tethys here in Eretheos. They feed me good, and I'm happy to help. These guys are my friends.
Well, I'm glad you're safe and you're happy.
Me too. Oh, ship at 11 o'clock! And you kind of look down and see the captain like at or near the helm. The helmsman is piloting the boat as he kind of salutes up to the crow's nest. Not to worry, Thally. No need to announce that until we get out of the port.
He's doing his best.
You know, I might be able to show you a few things about being
Sure.
lookout.
I mean, it's pretty easy to sit up here and just say what I see. I've lived here all my life, so I know the ocean pretty well.
Some tricks to keep yourself always looking at the horizon while staying dwindling in your focus.
I see. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I do.
What tricks do you use?
I like to look at the waves and look for any distinctly different ones that might indicate a changing in the weather. And naturally, anytime I see a ship, it's attached to the waves. So
That is very keen. I myself get easily distracted by the shimmering of the water, and it's easy to lose your way whenever there's not land in sight of if you've checked an area recently or not. Do you know any other languages besides Common?
I'm afraid Common's the only one.
Well, might I teach you how to count in Primordial, and then you can use this trick. And he'll sit down and ritual cast Skywrite and put numbers of like a clock, like 1 to 12 in the sky, but in Primordial, so it looks just kind of like random clouds.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's so cool. How did you do that?
This takes quite a bit of practice, but I can try to show you.
Yeah, please. Please.
Flora's literally just sitting there like this.
Mr. What was your name?
Valoth.
Valoth. I won't forget it.
You be the only
Fella.
one.
And I yours, Tilly. Tilly?
No,
What was it?
Tally.
Tally.
So, Valov, how do you have experience with this? Were you once a lookout?
In another life, I once helmed a ship of my own.
Another life? What does that mean?
Exactly what I said.
Sounds weird. So, like, how many other lives have you had?
That might be a story for another day.
I
Okay.
feel like we have at least no less than 6 days. Did I use it correctly?
no less than. Yeah, you just. It was right. You
No, I stopped myself because I was like, wait a
I had to
second.
think about it. And now you got me in my head. I can't even figure it out.
That's a double negative.
Yeah. How does it feel?
You just said it twice.
Yeah.
At least and no less than the same thing.
We have no less than 6 days. I think we have time to get through it.
Maybe if it seems pertinent.
If you've had a lot of lives, you probably have a lot of great stories.
Let's say I just don't remember them all.
Then how do you know they happened?
Well, that stinks.
From time to time, I do remember, but
What was the name of the ship that you had?
that's a good question. Valve would know that. I didn't think about that.
That's fine.
Flora is like.
What is this ship called to make sure that I don't actually give
Ripple
it the same?
Dancer.
Liberal dancer.
I think you're safe.
The Sea Skipper.
Sea Skipper.
Is that another one that we
Oh,
saw
no,
in the
I'm thinking
No.
no, I'm thinking of Skiff Ripper. I was like, nope, that sounds familiar.
I gotta make sure I make note of that so I don't forget that.
So while the
We get
three
to
of
see
you
what's in the
continue to
notebooks?
converse, we'll jump back to Odd and Drazad. What is my favorite rhyming tag team up to?
Absolutely. Bustin' rhymes, rapping. Yeah,
That's a cool pen.
you suddenly just hear, as the conversation's going on above, Drazad suddenly looks up from his notepad and, you know, I have never asked where you are from.
Me?
Or, Ott, have you ever committed any crimes, robberies, or murders?
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I
Yeah.
trust you.
No, I will look at you and say, no, I have never committed any crimes or murders. Or anything, really.
Right, I would not have suspected you. You know, you're bright and glowy and shiny. I do not trust any of these people, if I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figured.
You're not hiding it at all.
No, Drazad is a very
You're not hiding
straightforward
it.
person. I'm going to go where the captain is steering the boat,
Okay.
and be by ballista just in case, you know, crazy things happen.
Okay.
But I am also going cast detect magic without them knowing, just in case.
As you're kind of having this conversation with Odd, a new character pops up and wrenches a rope down from the mast, pulls a sail tight and ties it off. You see a deep green dragonborn turn. Hopefully you can at least trust me, friend.
Oh, we got another dragonborn. In Draconic, I'm like, hey, friend.
You speak my tongue.
I start explaining. This is my friend Odd. Yes, he speaks our tongue. I know. Crazy, right?
There are not many that can speak our tongue. Thank you for taking the time to learn.
It was a pleasure to learn. It's very noble language.
Where did you pick this up? I must ask. Perhaps we have met some of the same people.
That is true. I have never asked you that question.
I'm from across the sea, to the east of here.
Down to bayou.
Yeah, down the bayou.
Would there... Jesus, I hope not the bayou.
No, not the bayou.
So, would there's a lot of land on that side of the sea.
Surely you do not mean West Ardinia.
No.
East Ardinia?
Ardinia.
Ardinia in the middle.
Central Ardinia.
Kind of over there by Benaria.
Binara.
Yeah, Benara.
Oh, got it.
I have been to Chandaral. It is a beautiful place,
Yeah.
though fallen out of touch in recent times.
Apparently, there was a long time ago a dragon appeared near there, and it rippled throughout. It affected the region pretty heavily, and my mother thought I should know Draconic just in case. In case I had to talk to a dragon one day.
Dragons are not to be reasoned with, let me tell you.
Yeah, well, it's paying off pretty good for the dragonborn,
You see, as
Your
he says
words
about
hold
the
sway
reasoning
with me.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Drazad kind of just...
I might not have to talk to a dragon one day, but I sure do enjoy talking to dragonborn.
Yes, it is true. We have been friends for nearly a week now.
No less than a week.
No, you know what? No more than a week.
Yes.
This episode needs to be retitled.
That's not a very long time, but I like the two of you.
What's the episode
I like the
number?
cut of your jib.
No less
You're
than
pretty
episode
muscly
9.
for a human.
Not quite. I don't know.
I mean, you got purple skin, right?
I do have purple skin.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need anything. I'm Tavros.
What's your job, Tavros?
I am the deckhand.
Oh, I heard about you. You're
we got
pretty
this.
ripped yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah. So deckhand load the ballistas and
I will help with whatever I need.
anybody needs. Okay.
Whatever I need.
That is fair.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you are here to protect me, no?
Yeah.
And he slaps you on the back real hard. Almost dents your armor.
You know what,
Your new shiny armor.
We may have to add this guy to the group.
I mean, we definitely can. I did pick up a couple of songs I can sing in Draconic.
Some she's... I don't know what just happened to my brain.
Yeah.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah,
Some shanty seas.
We're gonna be on this boat. We're gonna be on this boat a while.
Say it.
I mean,
Oh yeah. I'm bringing my
No
I'm bringing
more
my
than
little
7
kids
days, no less
accordion
than
next
5.
time.
It's not for
Next time
singing
I'll bring
sea
my kids
shanties, it's
accordion.
singing it.
Okay.
I do know
I'm
a
bringing
couple of
it
sea
out.
shanties. Yeah, I did pick up some, but I could sing them in Draconic.
You can sing the sea shanties in
The sea
Draconic.
shanties.
You can sing the sea shanties by the seashore.
Look! Don't hurt yourself.
Drazad, has a
Draconic.
headache.
That phrase is not meant to be said in Draconic.
No, we do not. As weird as
We
it
don't have
is,
a translation.
we do not use S's.
Exactly.
Tavros makes himself scarce as he has other things to tend to.
Our shenanigans.
But at this point, it seems you've met most of the crew.
We haven't met the helmsman or the navigator.
You've seen the helmsman,
We have not met.
but what would you like to do? Is there...
I would like to go meet the helmsman.
Yeah, that's
I'm
where
gonna
I'm
go.
going.
I'm gonna go help.
Please
the-
tell me he's a rock man.
Yeah.
Wait, this is-
And this is Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, missed opportunity.
Okay, this is a
Shoot.
stupid question. The
I think the
helmsman is
quartermaster
the one
is
that.
the
Drives
Steers
the
the
rock
ship.
man. But
Yeah, okay,
You
that's where
drive
I'm going. I said captain earlier. That's where
And man the wheel.
I'm going to the rear where the guy's driving
We'll be
because
together.
I'm watching all these
I was
people.
gonna help the halfling and put his stuff away just to make friends with him,
Sure.
and then go man my post in the front after that.
You man that pose.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my best. To
You
teach him
familiarize
11-year-old
yourself with the
magic.
ballista more or less and start to understand its inner workings. You can see that the loading mechanism is not quite as simple as just pulling a bowstring back, placing a bolt in, and firing. There is a ratchet that pulls the bowstring back. There are gears along the ground that actually turn the ballista itself in the direction that you need to fire. So, by your best estimation, it would take one crew member to aim, one crew member to load, and one to fire.
Cool. What about the deck guns?
The hand cannons seem as
Are they,
simple
like,
as any other
item?
loaded weapon.
Like,
Stuff them with powder. There are a couple of crates of small cannonballs, ammunition near the edge. You know how to load a weapon. Most people do at this point.
At this age.
Yeah.
11.
It looks like make an investigation check to see how much more you can learn about these.
nope.
Wow.
How did you land that there?
before? That was it.
10. Flat 10.
Okay, so they appear to be slightly larger than any handheld firearm or rifle blunderbuss that you might have seen in the past.
So guns
As
are
such,
good.
they do a little bit more damage than average, but you're still going to need to be pretty proficient in using your ability to aim, like with any ranged weapon.
Okay.
So it's still going to take your dexterity.
Yeah.
And they're kind of flimsily attached and too heavy to hold. So if they get rocked by something, they're probably going to fall off and be unusable.
Get rocked.
Okay. Good deal.
And then the two of you are going to meet the helmsman, right?
That's right.
Correct.
As you approach, you see a helmsman who's holding onto the wheel, one arm cocked basically up under one of the pegs, and the other one just sort of riding the bottom of the wheel. It's a half-elven man with his what's a folded cap?
Tricone.
Tricone cap. He's got a tricone cap sort of cocked to the side, and he's just sort of making himself comfortable.
I look back and I yell in Draconic at Drazad, tell that guy 10 and 2.
Oh my god.
Got you.
Tell your friend I've been doing this for longer than he has.
Do you also speak Draconic?
Well, we have a draconic shipmate.
I yell back in Draconic. I do not think our secrecy will work.
I was just trying to get you in trouble with him.
Drazad does not want any more trouble on a ship, please.
He looks at the two of you and back at his captain and says, "Take it easy, boys. We've only been out for... what is it, an hour now? No mutinies yet."
Yeah, great. Drazad's
Yet.
very- You'll see Drazad will kind of back off from the helmsman, kind of seeing that this crew seems to have it together, and what is he going to do right now anyway? I'm going to go by the ballista to lean on it in case anything does happen, but I want to be out of earshot because I wanted to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
I want to greet the helmsman. So I'm hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Dario.
What is my name?
Dario?
Dario Malus.
Dario?
Dario?
Malus.
Manning the helm, as always.
Nice to meet you, Dario. How long
Nice
have
to meet you
been-
too.
How long have you been doing this?
Who's to say? Picked up my first job on a boat when I was but a young boy.
Like 11?
Bit older.
Dally is quite young.
He is, but he's got the sparks of a good crew member in him.
How could you possibly know? He's 11.
He's passionate about the sea. He wants to be out here. And who am I to deprive such a inquisitive mind of adventurous seas?
If you say so.
And what brings you here? Sorry, I don't have your name.
My name is Flora.
Flora, what brings you here?
We are trying to not get
remember.
mutinized.
We're trying to not get
Trying to not start a mute.
We're protecting the wares.
As you kind of freeze up just a little bit, he says, I understand you're here to protect us, yes?
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's it.
I thought you meant in life, not on this boat.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like-
I was getting existential
Yeah.
on you.
Really deep question you asked there.
You hear from the back, Flora, we are meant to protect their wares
Yes.
this time.
Don't worry. As many ships leave the harbor of Eretheos with many more valuable goods than what we have, I think it unlikely that we'll make a run-in with anyone.
I hope
Unless
not.
you have any enemies.
You see her like her like eyes go like really dark, and she's like,
Make an intimidation check.
no, this is more of like a
Existential crisis.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Do I have an Oh, shit.
No.
intimidation.
Yeah.
4.
Not to worry. I'm sure someone as fresh as you might not be making enemies that would track down the Ripple Dancer. At least not while I helm it.
I sure hope not. I don't want to go back there.
You hear in the background.
You hear that? I said that. I don't want to go back there.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know.
as your conversation winds down, the day grows long. The sun is at its peak. It is still a good day for sailing, but it is quite hot.
But like, how hot we talking? Like South Louisiana hot, or like?
yeah, like 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Even going 80 down here.
Yeah.
The day presses on. Everyone becomes accustomed to their position on board the ship, what they're responsible for. Some crates begin to settle below deck. You and some of the other crew members right them, place them back in where they belong. And soon enough, a day at sea begins to wind down. Although I would like all of you to make Constitution saving throws for me.
Oh my god, I literally thought it was about to be like, and I'd like all of you but one of you to get out.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Straight to dice jail.
Yeah.
That's the
Hey, before we
third
go to
bad
sleep,
roll
I do
from
wanna know
you.
if my detect magic caught anything.
Right, sorry.
No, you can.
I have advantage to avoid or end the charmed condition.
Same.
Okay.
Do I have advantage on this roll?
That's
No.
usually not a concept.
I was like, cool.
I was just, checking.
Rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
Nice.
I rolled a 5 total.
Yeah.
13, and then I dropped my
mean, mine was
dice,
a 4,
and it was a
but-
nat 20.
Wait, what does
It's
Porton
13.
say again? Because I this is just
So,
this is just for today,
1,
right?
5,
I mean, it's a 4 if I have them up on it.
7.
Oh boy,
We're all throwing up.
we got some problems.
This
You
is
make
all
sure this
she
is
said,
before the
yeah.
roll.
Oh no.
This is like I don't know if it's too metagaming, but this is like before the end of the day.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give myself a dirty 20 with my Porton.
Okay.
Very nice.
13.
You go to throw
All right.
up, but you swallow it all back.
I just skywrite a cloud above myself to stop the heat exhaustion.
In another life, I would have barfed.
Gross.
So Drazad, you kind of feel yourself get a bit weak in the knees, and you make your way over to the side. You try not to draw too much attention to it, but you do kind of hang your head over just a little bit to kind of recenter yourself just in case you do get sick.
Here we go.
And out of the corner of your eye, you see Odd rush over to the banisters.
This is real to true life whenever I get sick. It's like, oh, yeah.
As soon as
Yo, in true fashion, that is how I am in real life.
No, I don't
If
get
it is,
seasick, actually.
yeah, I do not hold back.
Tavros walks up behind the two of you, and he says, "Oh, there is always at least one." And he walks
Does he
on.
say it in Draconic?
He does. and
Got him.
he walks near Valoth, who you were feeling sort of a dizzy spell come up, but then you center yourself and you think about the
That
fact that it's
seems
probably just because you were up on
so
the
sad.
lookout platform too much.
Be like, I'm sick. No, I'm not.
And you shake it off. You open your eyes to see the same Dragonborn kind of like looking you in the eye, and he's like, "Thought you were gonna be sick for a second."
No, I'm familiar with boats.
It'd have been really funny if you did get seasick, though.
Well, that's why I was like, dude, I mean,
Yeah.
he shouldn't be.
Yeah. I gotta use it.
Did I show up?
You did
I had a
not.
19
You're
and
feeling
a
pretty
1
good.
as a portent, so I was like,
Yeah.
One or the other.
All the boys got sick.
can I portent hers to be a natural 1?
Yes. She pointed at
Do you
you.
think you're okay? And then
I mean, you can.
no, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I did. I had a 19 and a natural 1 for my portent, so
Yeah.
it's like,
So all of you do eventually end your retching.
Oh, Drazad
You have
was
a-
not expecting this.
Supple meal.
I'm gonna go white butt spit off and see if I can go help the halfling.
All right.
any help?
Make a survival check
Okay.
to see how well you can help him cook.
Skip lunch.
Oh,
I have a plus.
it's been the bottom.
Should have cast Fear the Dying.
Yeah, I got a 22.
Okay.
Or 20.
Yeah, as you walk in, you notice that the halfling is actually just kind of fiddling around with the deck of cards, leaning back on a small stool that should really be used for him to stand up to the kitchen fixtures. And he sees you walk in, and he looks over at the meal he's preparing. It's on fire. And whoop, he drops the cards. He stands up, throws the stool under, gets up, knocks the flame down, and he's like, "I think it's still edible."
Yeah.
You said you've cooked before.
Did I?
Yep.
You said you were going to
Sure.
help.
With it.
Yeah, I want to help.
Well, what do you think we can do to salvage this?
It's going to be called blackened first. Whatever we're serving, it's blackened now. All right.
That is a good trick. I like that trick.
So that's number 1, and then number 2, all the garlic you got, like garlic.
You're not actually good at cooking. You're just a really good wordsmith. You just-
It's meant to be like that.
So you help him kind of cobble together this meal for the crew.
And then I come up with a good performance as we lay it out.
Yeah, as you lay it out, the plating is exquisite.
You
Exactly.
squeeze a lemon wedge over it.
Yeah.
A couple of the crew members kind of turn their nose up at it. It's like, Alaric, did you burn the food again? And no, it's blackened. And a couple of them that are taking their first bite and kind of grimacing go, you know,
Oh my god.
it's like accepting of it.
Drazad's not gonna take it.
Yeah. How's that work? Do people take shifts on watch while some eat type of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then
No, never
I wanna play Song of Rest for everybody while they're eating.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. You do that, and it soothes even yourself and your seasickness as you are able to stomach some of the meal that you prepared and convince yourself that it is just blackened.
I say, Flora, I learned a new trick. Watch this. And I start padding my drum, and it starts to glow, and then I fan it out like this and make a bunch of drums.
What?
And then I just start playing them like this. Like it's a drum set. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone seems to enjoy your Song of Rest. I will have you make a performance check just to see
Sure.
how much they enjoy it.
16.
Okay. You see them get a bit raucous, but they don't get too into it. A couple of them cheers at peak performance moments. They drink through a little bit of their ale, and they find sleep, as do the rest of you.
What does Song of Rest do?
It's really for short rests.
That's right.
You recover more of your hit dice.
Okay.
But flavor-wise, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna use
no,
it
I
all.
just don't remember what that one did.
Yeah.
As you all find sleep, I would like everyone but Flora to leave the room.
Get out of here!
Dude, I told you. I'm
I
sorry.
said it was next. I said it's next.
As everyone finds rest, you find yourself stirring in your hammock. Not too differently from the day you arrived in Eretheos. Your thoughts slowly drift into sparkling tree branches, the breeze rustling the leaves, but somehow it does not put you at peace. You feel yourself turned over. Not sick, but anxious. Normally, thoughts of home bring different feelings.
Is this actual home or is this...
This is where you're from.
Okay.
You know the ship, and it's heading for Nyvera. But you've seen a map, and you know it takes you near somewhere else. In your sleepless night, what do you do?
I want to look at a map real quick.
Okay. For anyone curious, I'll pull up a map on stream. So this is Eretheos.
Yeah. Maps. Okay.
And you guys are sailing this direction. All the way to little old Nyvera.
And it brings us, like, kind of close to the Juriku, right? That's the right place I'm thinking of?
What's giving you worry is the place further south. You know that what keeps you awake this night are the fractured and scattered memories of your childhood, of your family, of that night.
Okay. So, being that this is like kind of keeping me up, I think I'll probably go to the top deck.
Okay.
And just like look out on the water.
Okay.
To try to get myself out of like a small room that could easily be broken into, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where I'll like see it coming.
Just open space.
Yeah.
And maybe even just keep your eye out for any land masses in the distance. As you make your way above deck, you find the captain and the deckhand still up. The captain helms the ship as the deckhand stands at the ready in case anything needs to be shifted. Make a perception check to see what you can see out in the distance.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Looking far out in the distance, there is no mistaking it. shadowy figures loom amongst the waves. You yourself have never been this far south, but you have heard of the southern part of Zashutan, the part you'll be crossing close to. Here the seas do get treacherous, and the beaches even more so.
Would I know that if the other parts of Zashutan are kind of tribal, like my hometown?
Make one more history check for me, 'cause you are young. No. All you would have heard is that the rest of Zashutan is... Well, you know you lived in the capital.
Okay.
You know you lived in the seat of power.
And it was tribal there.
Yes.
Okay. So I would probably assume that the rest is fairy as well. So, and I would know that the waters are treacherous out here, you said. Are we going like down from Eretheos, or are we going like close to the land and around?
Shortest path. I mean, straight line more or less.
That's what I would think. Okay. So
Does
we're going to
dip
be
down a little
passing
bit.
right by like Clivatir.
Mm-hmm. You know that the waters there are treacherous. Yes. The beaches, just as much so.
Mm-hmm.
Because as tribal and wild as your home was when you were younger, there are much more animalistic tribes that reside within Zashutan, and they do not take kindly to outsiders. You remember that much.
I might... go ahead.
A strange and haunting magnetism almost pulls you towards this place. All at the same time, you feel drawn to it, but you feel anxious about going there. And in the back of your mind, maybe you convince yourself over and over, now's not the time. Maybe later. Not yet. Just need a couple more years. What do you do from here?
I don't know what you want me to do.
You can go back and try and fall asleep. You can do whatever you'd like. You can stay and wait out on the deck all night.
Talk to the captain.
Okay.
And I don't remember. Captain Nico?
Yep. He sees you approach. Flora. You're up.
Can't sleep.
What holds you awake?
Thoughts of home.
Hmm.
But not pleasant ones.
I see. You know, some of us take to the seas because our home brings unpleasant thoughts. Such is my own case.
You're from Nivera?
I am from there. And I
Oh.
think it's a great city.
Returning is not giving you any troubles.
You know, it used to.
It's been 10 years since I've been back to my home.
10 years is an awful lot of time for someone your age.
It's about half my life.
I don't know what it is that you're so afraid of. But is it not possible that whatever it is no longer there? I was surprised the first time I went back home to find that nobody remembered me or my problems or...
Is that not worse?
I guess it depends on what keeps you away.
Hmm.
What I do know is the longer you wait, the less likely you are to ever know what could have been.
Guess this is why you're the captain.
Maybe so. Maybe I'm just good at convincing others that I'm right. The truth is for you to decide.
Hmm.
The lapping of the waves is meditative. It's good for this kind of thought. Maybe this little journey will do you some good.
Maybe it'll give me the courage to go back.
That is what you need. Perhaps the sea will give it. Or perhaps it could just as easily be the wisdom to stay away. I'm here if you need any sort of confiding in.
Thank you.
But
Have you ever been to Zashatan?
Zashatan? You're from Zashatan?
Did not say that. Just know that we're going to be passing it.
Make a deception check with disadvantage. Sorry, Caleb's computer.
$14.
Well, yes. We are going to be crossing near it. We were told to take the shortest path, and the shortest path we will take.
And are you not afraid of the stories? The legends of the animalistic tendencies?
Not to worry, we won't be going anywhere near Zashatan itself. I have heard it is a bit inhospitable to outsiders. We'll be getting close, but nowhere near as close as the rocky structures you see off the starboard side.
And what of the people that are from there?
What of them?
You seemed shocked.
Well, it's not very often that I meet someone from Zashatan. Even being someone that travels these waters often, as you say, I've only heard stories in the occasional face. But for the most part,
I seem to think they like it that way. And perhaps
that is what I hear.
Perhaps those who have left were not... It was not entirely of their own choice.
Maybe so. You might be right in that. But if it troubles you, we can take a slightly longer route away from Zashatan. I know what ails you. I would not wish that on any...
I don't want to affect the rest of the crew with my troubles. They know very little of my background.
You know, Flora, hopefully I'm not prying too much. You have no need to tell me what it is that has pushed you away from your home. But if these people are your friends, they seem to care about you a lot.
Just as
I'm sure they'd be happy to help.
Just as they know little of me, I know little of them.
The plot thickens then.
We've only met recently. I do care for them, and I think they care for you.
Sometimes the fastest friendships are the best ones.
I do think that Dressad is the most trustworthy.
I'll keep that in mind.
Odd is odd.
Odd seems to be a character.
Haven't quite figured out Valoth yet.
I think I know Valoth's type.
But he did seem much more open at the sea, did he not?
You know, I usually have a pretty strong read of people. Especially with their disposition towards the sea. I would not have expected that from him, but he seems well equipped. I'm truly glad to have him on. If he would not be using his skills afterwards, I'd be happy to offer him a permanent status on board the ship.
You should let him know that.
At some point on the trip, I'll tell him.
Well, thank you.
It's no worries. I know it can be hard to fall asleep the first day at sea, but do try to get some rest. It's a long journey ahead.
I just sleep under the stars.
Perhaps that'll put you right at home.
What do you think? I'll go lay, on the deck.
Okay.
There's
Seeing you
a pile of rope or something. I'll lay on that.
Seeing you laying down, Tavros, the strong dragonborn deckhand, will muscle over and drop a couple of cleaning rags for you to lay your head on at least.
Thank you.
No problem. Sleep well.
I will try.
And he moves on. And as you turn your gaze to the stars, your dreams find you again. Peaceful ones, of brighter leaves and musical branches, sunny strokes through the sky, and stars beyond. All right, we can call everyone back in now.
Okay. That was fun.
Yeah. I know you got a little nervous.
It's better whenever everybody's not in here. Freaking cold in here.
I know. It's because we don't have as many bodies. How is everybody doing in the chat? Actually, you know what? While we wait on everyone to get back, we're about halfway through the session, and the dogs are going crazy. So go ahead and hang out for about 10 minutes. We're going to be right back. And don't go nowhere. Bye.
Yeah, he juked y'all.
Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. Tremendous thanks to Captain Brownbeard, Bartley Hallinan, Sam Soledad, Ali Adel, Andres, Brett Venable, Tides of Mo, Tabletop Beard, Leodis Kyron, Kanan Weathers, As Sick as Possible as Soon as Possible, Matsky, Cellphone, am I reading that right? Christopher Denault, Sinful Reaping Gaming, Zen, Frozen, Bruno Villacus, Denise Arslan, Hana, Anxiety, Kilo 10, Zero Flycat, Cat White, Rayan Harith, Samuel Vasquez, EAGX1, and Ashlyn Jade. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it. Owlbear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that?
Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you, by chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Ahoy!
Welcome back, everyone. We now have all four of our adventurers at the table, as all of you have slept peacefully through the night. Nothing has disturbed your slumber, and so you get a full night's rest. I don't think anybody used resources, but if you did, you can hit the long rest button.
Yeah, I needed a spell slot. Thank you.
Thank you.
For what spell did you cast?
Detect magic.
No, but ritual cast that.
Oh.
Yeah, ritual. No, but I don't know what it was for. It was something before. Yeah, it was last session.
As the four of you awake and hear footsteps up above on deck, what would you like to do?
I mean, I'm probably gonna be.
Am I out?
That's right. You guys might notice that Flora is already out of her bunk.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably be making my way back up to the crow's nest. Just I'm doing my best to try to teach him magic, or at least how to read primordial.
Okay. Make an Arcana check. He will do the same.
God, that was supposed to go to dice jail. Dude, it's so
Get
early in the
wrecked.
day to port something. No, it's an 11.
Okay. Thali's a bright kid.
He said he wanted to learn Skywrite, so I'm just trying to do my best.
Right.
But he's young,
Yeah.
and his skills are much of what he uses on board the ship are innate. It's innate. You gather that much about him. It is something that he has just grown up with, and it seems like this magic thing is just not coming as easily.
Gotcha. I know we might be pressed with something when we get outside with whatever's happening with Flora if she's like, I don't know, exorcist in the middle of the boat or something. But
She's the front ornament of the boat now.
Yeah. But
She grew into it overnight.
I'd also like to try to see if I can borrow some dice from somebody else.
Okay.
Maybe even ask if you guys have dice or something to bring up and play with Sally.
Okay.
No, I'd looked at
I feel like you would have mentioned it when we were up in the crow's
No.
nest and he asked.
I wasn't in the crow's nest, but I do have dice.
I would ask if I could borrow.
Sure.
You can keep it in your inventory, but yeah.
Okay.
I can
Play some dice
gamble
games.
with Sally.
Yeah.
You should
Sure.
find some seashells.
4,
and use
5,
those
6.
for money.
If anybody's ever played that, common. That's a fun dice rolling game.
Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Yahtzee. Yeah, I'm gonna teach him Yahtzee.
So for the sake of brevity,
Trade.
Valley will teach you one of the games they play on board the ship. A simple gambit game, and over the course of the game, you decide if you want to bow out or stay in. And instead of using chips or gold pieces, he just. I did say he earlier.
I was imagining they were very gender fluid.
Yeah.
That was kind of the idea.
Yeah.
But they just sort of keep track of points in their head and use that as sort of the bartering system.
I'll use my tattoo to like keep score on the
Keep
side
score.
of the crow's nest.
Nice.
Like on the walls.
That's cool.
Occasionally, Thalia will kind of like pop her head up and look.
Oh yeah, and I'm keeping an eye out too.
Okay.
Like I am really not concerned with whether I'm winning or not in the game. Like if Thali says I just got 10 points, I'd be like, yeah, okay, 10 points. There you go. I'm just like keeping score and like kind of yeah.
Cool. Make a
He's in dad mode.
That was
make an
my
insight check.
Uncle mode.
Yeah,
check.
uncle mode.
No, dice jail. Not
Uncle
you.
Valor.
Not you.
Full half paying attention.
Much
You
better.
print out of jail.
17.
Good dice check.
Oh, honestly.
You get the sense that Thalia's very new to the crew. That much you knew already. But the more you play, the more you realize she's very, very new. And as you kind of peek over the edge of the crow's nest to see the expanding seascape, just the same as she is, to help her kind of keep a lookout, you do see a waking druidic friend of yours on the docks near the front of the ship. Flora, you are just now waking up to the hustle and bustle of everybody moving about the dock and setting the ship
I'm gonna be in
for the next day.
no hustle and no bustle.
I want to message and just ask, did you sleep there last night?
Yes.
Where are you?
Okay.
Where is she?
Yeah, that really Val is like,
I'm on the
okay.
deck.
Oh.
Like I slept outside.
I want to go help the halfling make breakfast, but I want to specifically try and get up before he starts cooking so he can't fuck something up.
Make a survival check to see how well you cook the meal.
13.
Okay. As Alaric comes in, the big yawn, a big stretch for a little man.
And he says, "Ooh, big
Aye.
stretch."
No, I say that.
Yeah.
And you gotta say it. Oh, big stretch.
Ooh, big stretch.
You're using a little bit too much of the rations, but damn, it smells good. That's fine. What are we making? How can I help you?
I didn't want to step on your toes, man. I just wanted to make sure I got a head start.
You're
for you.
making my life easier.
Oh, good.
He jumps in and begins to kind of like follow your lead on exactly what you're doing. This time he seems more engaged, and he's cooking just about as well as you are.
Yeah.
He's following the instructions very exactly.
We're gonna chop up some sausage, some of the dry sausages, and then we're gonna fry them in the pan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Get
then
that smell.
blacken 'em.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna blacken. Blacken is a one trick. Like
It's
you
a
do
one-trick pony.
Yeah, you do
It only
one
works
time.
once. You have to use all your garlic to do it. So
Yes.
now I have no more garlic.
Use all your garlic
Oh,
to do
yeah.
it.
And I would switch over to like different spices. You know?
Smoked paprika.
Yeah. My favorite season.
So, as the four of you become accustomed to waking up and living life on the open sea, the day passes more swiftly than the last. Many of the same occurrences ring through your mind like poetry.
I would say I'm probably not going to come away from the side of the ship. And whichever side of the ship will be facing land, I will be watching it intently.
Gotcha. Make a perception check for me.
Do any of us notice this?
I would say from the crow's nest, even without a perception check, you notice she's kind of standing there.
21.
Okay. Looking over the side of the ship, you can see, sure as day, there is a landmass growing larger and larger in the distance. It seems to come to a point and end up ahead, but it is slowly approaching the bow of the ship, and you are going from having sea on all sides to sea on one side, land on the other.
I'm gonna message Drazad. Are you out on the top deck doing stuff? Or are you?
Yeah, probably
at any point in the day. Yeah.
I probably would have woken up, noticed Flora was missing, and went looking for her. But Drazad wants to look through the cargo.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I would not if you're in cargo bay.
You can message me. Message goes around.
I know, but don't have to like
Cargo
know
bay.
generally like where you are. I guess.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think you just have to know the target.
It's sending. Anyway.
Yeah, you can cast a spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier.
Okay.
Like, I mean, from the top down, you're just like, you're on the ship.
Just Drazad.
Yeah.
Drazad.
You're on the
Drazad. Drazad.
This is for Alex, though. Oh, well, it goes around corners. It's blocked by 3 feet of wood.
It'll get through. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll just say
3 foot thick
This is a
wood.
very flimsy boat.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Like,
you seem to be
made out of balsa wood.
I'll message. You seem to be better with
Very flammable.
with words than me, but something seems up with Flora. She hasn't stopped staring at the land. I don't know if she's homesick or not.
She did not sleep in her bed last night either.
No.
Can't say that. I'll go check on her.
What? I have
Oh,
unlimited
yeah, oh,
messages.
yeah,
I can say whatever I want, baby.
Message.
Did you do it yet? Did you do it yet? Did you do it yet? Did you do it yet?
Down.
Hey.
Hey, you up?
I'll stop digging through cargo.
Uh-huh.
I will take note of where I left off.
Okay.
And go above deck and try to find Flora.
Yeah, it's easy enough to find her. She's standing off the starboard side, looking towards the landmass that the ship is now approaching as it grows rapidly.
I'll stand next to her.
Drazad, have you ever been?
Have you
ever been?
I do not. I am not. No.
Wait.
No, I cannot say this is not my homeland of Hrafheim.
What was that word?
Hrafheim.
Oh.
You
It's a
heard
hard
me.
one to say.
Yes. It is no.
Slouch.
No, I can't say it again. It is no sea shanty.
You got it though.
Christ, that takes a lot. No, I have never been to this land, Flora. Why did you not sleep in your bed last night?
Well, I knew we were coming up on this land.
What is? How did you?
It's Zashetan.
It is what?
Zashetan. You heard of it?
No, I have not heard of the land of Zashetan.
Probably better.
What is? Why do you seem so? Why do you seem so avoidant of the topic? What is the land? I've already forgotten how to say it.
Zashetan.
Zashetan. I almost said zealous, and I was like, nope.
Nope.
Not
It's
that.
spelled even weirder.
It is.
Oh, I have a note for you after the session.
Yes, it's in there. I retweeted it in our notes. It's my home.
Oh, are we? Flora, I did not.
Expected?
Are you not?
No.
Well, are we going there? I did not think we were. I think we were going to
I don't think we are.
Nivera.
I think that maybe we shouldn't. But
Is it an island? Can I tell that?
From here, you wouldn't be able to tell. If it is an island, it's an exceptionally large one.
You want to hear?
larger than Eretheos at the very least.
Right. So we're passing by
okay.
the point that she's talking about.
I would
This
say
whole region
make
is
a
called
survival
Ashen
check for
City.
me.
Oh, it's okay.
You know?
I was thinking of something else in my head. That's why I was asking that question in particular.
Oh, it's
If
okay.
you want to know where this is, the map is in the Discord.
yeah.
It is in the Discord. I popped it up for a second earlier,
looking at
but
it right
Yeah,
now.
it's
was
my
a small
background on my
version.
computer.
Well, we weren't here for that.
Nice. I'm flattered.
Yeah.
Not 2023.
Nice.
Cool.
In your time sailing down from Hrafheim, I can't even say it.
Say it.
You didn't have much to do aboard the ship. You took a lot of time just looking over random documents, tending to the wares. And in that time, you scanned quite a few maps, and you became quite familiar with the areas near Eretheos.
Okay.
And you have learned that Zashatan is a very densely forested jungle peninsula that juts out from the bottom of Banara. And judging by what you heard from other sailors on board that ship, it is not one that gets visited often.
Did you look at the West Virginia map
So
that I
why-
sent in the chat?
No.
Okay, there's this map that someone posted. It's the map of the United States if everything were named like West Virginia. So it's like West, 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 West Virginia. So we were talking about Ardinia.
What are we like?
I sent that earlier.
What about East Place?
He just opened it. And it just makes me laugh every time.
I saw the peninsula and all I could think of was south.
Oh my god. We'll post that in the Discord too in
sorry.
case anyone's
I'm
curious.
sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
It really got me. It's so funny.
What? Why are you not excited to go home, Flora?
Has been a long time, Dressad. And as you can tell, I don't exactly look the part. I am afraid they will not accept me, especially after what happened.
That was very cryptic. What do you mean that they would not accept you? You are, I mean, in lack of better terminology, a plant person, and I know it is a very well forested
Have you
area.
ever seen a blue plant person?
Okay, no, that
Yeah.
that is fair. Now, granted, I have not seen any plant person I don't think other than you, but that makes sense. Every plant I have seen is green. What? I hate to keep prodding. If you do not mind me asking, what happened to you? Did they prosecute you? Are you a burglar, murderer, or
I
felon?
am not. I've done nothing of the sort.
Did they
I
freeze
did not
you?
believe you. I did not. I did not.
I did not believe you.
I did not doubt you, Flora.
No, it was nothing to me, but to my family. And I fled and ended up in the Feywild. And the first time I was out of the Feywild was John Prune.
Was what?
John Prune,
Oh,
right before Eretheos.
well, I may not know your struggles that you went through, but as a descendant of someone whose family wronged a lot of people,
My family burned no one.
oh, mine wronged a lot of people. So that is good then.
That
That
is
is
the whole
good
point.
then.
At least you have
They were
that going for you.
killed
Oh,
Because over nothing.
because they were blamed. Like what Fancy Clothes Man
Yes. So if I
Okay.
go back,
did. Well, so we will avoid it.
yes.
We are not going there right now that
I
we know of.
Maybe.
Right,
Yes.
right. But Flora,
They're very animalistic people.
well, and if we
I've
go,
heard of them.
nope.
Well,
Are they green plant people?
I do not know about the ones in the south. They might be brown plant people. They might be dead plant people.
But then
I
why
do not know.
do you think you do not belong then if you
Because
do
the
not
people
know
that
if...
I grew up with do not look like me.
Well, maybe that is not where you belong.
I think right now I belong on this ship.
I think we all belong on this ship together. But
We cannot go back there.
no, worry not. And even if we go, they will not hurt you. And I'd at this point reach over and put a hand on Flora's shoulder, and you just feel like a gentle warmth and a slight glow come from your shoulder.
Really warm.
I'm just I've been holding it. It's spare the dying, but not
Flavor wise.
You are no longer dying.
Your skin returns to green.
Flora, I have saved you.
He spared your depression.
Yeah.
Spared the depression. Would you like to come help me be nosy and dig through and take note of the cargo on the ship?
I would like nothing more.
Let us go below deck, Flora.
Yeah.
Well, as you
Feed
pick
the
up where
boy.
you left off,
I would know less than like that.
No less than more than like to do that.
as you pick up where you left off, you can make an investigation check with advantage because Flora is helping you.
And I
Wow.
will say, as I started, I was ritual casting detect magic in case any of the
Right.
cargoes.
I forgot about your
That's
detect
okay.
magic,
I
but
was gonna work it back in.
yeah.
We're keeping you today. What was it again? I'm sorry.
Investigation.
20. Dirty 20.
Nice. With your detect magic, you see that nothing within the crates is magical. Occasionally, you might catch a glint off of an item belonging to one of the crew members as they walk by, and specifically the chest that was given, the coffer of curiosity,
Oh yeah.
is definitely magical. But as you kind of investigate the crates and move things around, you do indeed see a very light metal. Even with your background in crafting, this is not something that you've come across before.
It's
Not even something you've heard of.
the same metal that Dee's helmet's made of, by chance.
When you compare the two, it is
Aluminium.
similar,
Aluminium.
but this seems much
Yeah,
more
yeah.
inflexible.
When we're not in the city.
It is thin.
Got it. Okay.
It looks like it would bend easily, but it is not. It does not. It's very rigid. The metal is almost has like a greenish blue sheen. It's closer to silver, but it pulls sort of that bluish green reflection out of the atmosphere. And it is indeed a number of finely crafted, very, very expertly crafted by your estimation, rods and gears and interlocking mechanisms that probably all work together in some way or form.
Got it. I'm going to make notes of the metal.
Okay.
And then, Laura, I have not seen Valoth in a while. Do you happen to know where he would be?
I think maybe he's in the crow's nest.
Why would
He and Thali.
Why would he be where the crow's nest?
Well, you know that thing, that basket at the very top of the ship?
Right.
That is the crow's nest. Because it looks like a crow's nest. It is a play on
Oh, one of those things.
Yeah,
I
it's a
understand.
thing.
Burps.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
I tried to. I don't think I actually avoided the mic
You're
at all. Yeah, he and Thali were. He was teaching Thali some things. I think maybe you could find him up there.
Interesting. Okay. I'm going to go up there. Are you going to be okay if I leave you alone?
Yes, I think I'm fine.
Yes? Okay. Like I said, we're not stopping there. Do not worry, okay?
Aye, aye.
Are you walking back on deck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be Floor, you gotta come here. You gotta come see this.
And I'll climb
And-
the crow's nest.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And what I want to be doing is creating like the spears that I throw and loading them into the ballista to shoot.
Okay.
To get some practice, and then it's like it's a big.
You see a
force.
couple of the crew members like
Yeah.
seeing what you're doing, and they're okay.
Yeah, I talked to what's the
captain?
the green deckhand, the
Oh, the Dragonborn,
Dragonborn.
Tavros.
Tavros, hey, can you come help me turn?
Of course,
Yeah,
my friend.
Everybody in on your
just
shenanigans.
practice, man.
Hey, we got a new member in the chaos.
Oh,
Yo!
nice. Hey,
Welcome.
how's it going?
Mama Jimbo,
Welcome.
welcome in. Thank you for joining our membership there. I will make sure your points are added here shortly. It is still not adding automatically, so I have to do it manually. You just have to give me a moment.
Yeah.
We are
We're
definitely
working
working on it. It's going to happen soon.
Florg, make me some targets.
Okay. I think I can do that. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna get him real fun.
Okay.
While you're doing that, Tavros begins to sort of crank the wheel on the side to pull the drawstring back. Once it kind of locks into place with a firm.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Entangle.
Mhm.
At the end, it's only 20 feet, so like, you know.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. I'm gonna cast it the full 90, and I'm just gonna make like a square of vines in front of the ship.
Okay. Perfect.
They're gonna like stick out like this, so you can like
Yeah.
shoot the ends of them.
Shoot the targets.
Yeah, but
Perfect.
we're fast approaching. You have to do it quick, Odd.
Okay, so quickly seeing this challenge and
turned into
being
a
up
Disney
for
ride.
it,
Yeah.
Tavros gets off the gear crank for pulling the drawstring and gets down on the one to pivot the wheel. Begins throwing caution to the wind, really, and swirling you around so fast that it sort of rocks you in your seat, and you feel yourself aligned as soon as the wheel stops.
Aim and shoot.
All right.
Give 110 feet away, but
You
we're
get
like,
a +6
Uh-huh.
on your attack roll
Okay.
from this. Not in addition to what you get, just it is a straight
Okay.
+6.
Okay. A 9.
9 total.
Yeah.
As you
my
fire
targets are
your
really big.
Like just whatever I roll +6, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. As you fire, the bolt made of magical energy flies into the open air in front of you and misses wide right. But it's pretty. It leaves
Yeah.
behind almost like a sparkle of
Let's try again.
magic.
Come on, we can get another side.
Okay.
So that
was really cool.
I jump on the crank this time, and so he can turn the gear, so we can like do two things at once.
Okay,
and
so then
jump back in the
this time
yeah.
I'm gonna say, on my count, you have to shoot,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say one. I'm gonna count to 3, and I'm gonna hit the boat and do thunder wave out front, so it like makes like a really big wave.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Ready? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
All right.
All right,
jump.
same thing.
Yeah.
The crank lines up, and this time you know what's coming, so you don't hesitate. You pull the trigger.
Okay. 15.
Okay. This time, as the wave rises, the bolt flies straight through it, splashing a sparkle of sea spray up from the ocean as it sort of buffets the ship a little bit. Some of the crew members bask in it for a second and chuckle as makes the day a little
We
less
start
warm.
a cheer. Yeah. And then I start playing it. Like after that, I start laughing with everybody and start playing a little bit of music for everybody.
Nice. As the day wears on, you make it wear faster. As you play music for everyone, people begin to sing along, hum along, whistle along, whatever is their disposition. And through the background of all of it, you hear occasional shouts from the crow's nest between Valoth and Thali of land masses, ships far, far in the distance. And all of it seems to blend together until near the end of your second day of sailing on this expedition. Misty sea sprays separate from the coral-colored waves in your sunset path. The gentle lull of the sea puts you at relative ease as the first cool breeze of night runs through your hair. Occasionally, the serenity is broken by Thali, the lookout, calling down to the captain with regard to ships, nearby storms, and other obstructions on the horizon. But even this fades into the back of your mind as white noise. Suddenly, without warning, the ship lurches swiftly to the starboard side as the captain calls for his men to loose the sails as a fresh ocean spray flies into the air just off the bow. Recalling the last thing you heard, you spin around to see two ships approaching rather rapidly, one from the east and one from the south. The ripple dancer transcends into a cut towards a landmass to the north.
Laura's gonna start muttering, I knew it. I knew it was no good. I knew that this was going to happen.
As you approach, you can see a beach shoreline with dense jungles beyond. Flora, the captain, does make eye contact with you for a second. And just as he's able to convey his thoughts in that moment, you feel him communicating sorry. The once serene waters now seem to churn with an ominous intent. Their intent directed squarely at your vessel. A sense of urgency grips your heart as the ship rocks again and you realize the perilous course ahead. They're pushing us into the shallows! Keep those sails full, but someone give the eyes off the bow! And you two, prepare the ballistas! Fin them off! Everyone, roll for initiative.
Hell yeah. All right.
I fucking knew it! That was a pretty good roll.
Now this is going to be a very special initiative.
Is it a group initiative?
For anybody who has been following Wizards of the Coast lately, you know that they have absolutely terrible ship combat rules. So I've kind of pieced together a bunch of them and made something that I like. It starts off with a group initiative. So rolling for the two ships now approaching, and then we'll kind of average out your scores. Seems to be the most fair way to do it. So, Valoth, what'd you get?
10. The most average.
13? Drazad?
A natural 1, so 2.
Ooh. And Flora?
18.
18. Okay. Believe it or not,
We're gonna average right at right
like 11 or 12.
it's about 12, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they rolled a 9 and a 1.
Ooh.
So you guys will be moving first in the initiative. Let me get the table cam up here. Off the jump, I will let you guys know that with the current number of crew you have, your ship can take 3 total actions. You guys are fine to do whatever you want, but basically the ballistas can only be fired once each on your turn. The ship can only be moved once on your turn, and it can turn up to 90 degrees as part of that movement.
Ooh.
Everything else is really up to you guys.
That's the shore.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see the well, not on this battle map. You wouldn't be able to see the
Right,
shore,
but
but
it's
this is these are sort of the rocky elements that you're steering into.
Okay.
Yeah,
The shallows is what you called it.
yeah. So as you can see, based on the position of the other ships, they appear to be on your tail and on the seaside. So they're almost sort of pushing you into the shallows.
I know I'm asking a whole bunch of questions.
Mhm.
Can I see anyone on the ships yet?
I would say make a perception check before combat starts here.
This will go with it. If I can see them, do they look to be tribal?
Okay.
Perception?
Perception, yeah.
17.
Okay. Looking out, some of them appear to be tribal in some fashion, but not in the way that you're expecting.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, on the ship at the rear, you see a familiar face. You see the leader of the skiff rippers
Oh, shit.
piloting the ship and readying another blast from their massive cannon positioned at the center.
Real quick, I know the skiff rippers is a thing. Which one are they?
That was,
They were the ones that
we battled the Cyclops.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When
And
we were with Del.
Dilithania stayed with Daedrin.
That's where we had to dive into
No.
the clouds?
Yes.
No,
The
that's
wa- no, yes,
Daedrin.
we dived in the clouds.
I'm trying to avoid
Met the
saying
lady. Then we went down the
Daedrin, which is
waterfall.
the mayor.
Well,
Yes.
up the waterfall.
But it was
Yes.
like
the
And then we
waterfall.
fought the Cyclops.
I don't have his
Thank
name
you.
right this second, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, with that said, you guys are going first. We're just going to go around the table, basically, in order. What are you doing first, Valor?
How high up is the crow's nest?
We'll say 60 feet.
Oh, perfect. So I will stay up there,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Unseen Servant on the ground and tell him to just load the ballistas for people.
Leonidas.
Nice. Okay.
That's nice.
Just one unseen servant, right?
Yeah, it's an action to do that. Right? Casting... well, wait a second. I don't know exactly what this means. It says 1 action plus 10 minutes. Is that even if I don't ritual cast it?
Yeah, it's 1 action. It's not plus 10 minutes. I think those are just 2 different options.
If you ritual cast?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can cast it using a spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys see Valoth in the crow's nest extend a hand as presumably nothing happens, but then suddenly one of the ballistas has a bolt dropped in it out of midair. Yep.
Okay.
As the gear is cranked back and it is loaded. Are you doing anything else?
I'm gonna make sure Thali is tucked away safely in the crow's nest.
Okay.
Like braced well and just say like, keep calling out. Land. Don't worry about the boats.
Okay. You get the sense that this is definitely their first time in a combat situation. So next, Odd, what are you doing?
I'm gonna work with the crew, turn my ballista and shoot it at the. Which boat has that captain guy in?
This one.
This one.
The one approaching from the rear.
Yeah. I guess run to this ballista and shoot back here.
Okay.
Yep.
So you man the ballista.
Yep.
And I will say that the crew allows you to basically load it and aim it. The crew is helping you out at this point. You can make a shot.
Okay.
Just as before, you add 6 to your roll.
That's a 13.
As the ballista fires a giant bolt, it hits the waves, and you actually see the ship bounce right above it. It doesn't quite make contact. As the ship levels out, you see that the sail on their ship is massive, almost as big as the one on yours, and it is catching so much wind they are gaining fast.
It's a smaller ship?
It is a much smaller ship.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, you make a perception check for
Are we
me.
going in like a round order?
There's not really like a turn order on this.
Our
This is
boat
all
goes
sort of
first.
happening at the same time, so it doesn't.
I
13.
picked up Thunder.
13.
With your 13, one other thing you notice about the ship in particular, both of these ships have a large central cannon, yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're very small with large sails, yes. But there's also a very intentionally crafted bow that appears to be made of metal. Chunks of metal sort of bolted together.
Front stronger than side.
Yeah. Don't let them get close. They're going to ram us.
The captain calls out. He's like, "Good eye," as he kind of spins the wheel, taking over for the helmsman, who is making his way back up onto deck. Go ahead, Drazad or Flora, whichever you guys would like to go.
How far away are the boats?
Well, each of these squares is 50 feet, so 1,
Yeah,
2,
I was
3,
gonna do some
4,
other stuff
5,
too, but I'm
6,
like,
7, 8.
Nothing's
Yeah,
gonna reach.
that's
them.
about 200 feet on
Yeah.
each, we'll say.
Okay.
Just as a bonus action, too, on my turn, I'm going to give...
400 feet, sorry.
I'm going to give
Yeah, that sounds like.
Drazad... Hey, Drazad, wink. Yeah. You get a bardic.
And you just shot that ballista?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, but the front of this boat is metal protected.
And I probably can't shoot the hand cannons because it's too far away.
You get the sense that these hand cannons definitely will not reach. Just like the captain was saying when you were getting onboarded, they are meant for much closer combat. The ballista is something you can do. You can definitely interact with nature around you in some way. And don't forget, the captain did say he'd like somebody off the bow, kind of
Is that the bow?
the front. Basically giving him directions on
I'll
like
go do
obstructions as they're driven into the
I'm gonna go do
shallows.
that, 'cause
Okay.
I can't do anything.
Oh,
else.
and you do know this area pretty well.
Well,
Or
I actually
arguably.
don't. But
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I would know what to look
She didn't
out
know what
for.
color the people are, so...
Question: what are the ballistas made of?
The ballistas are made of mostly wood, but there are metal components, in particular the hand cranks and gear mechanisms that pull back the drawstring.
Fascinating.
Is that bad? I don't know. What are you trying to do?
Throw the whole ballista at him. He's trying to see how heavy it is.
So, and it's not an action.
And because a lot of you probably haven't done a ship combat before, I will let you know that this is sort of a shot calling combat where like you can
Target, like,
aim
their
at like their
mast.
sails, you
Yeah,
can aim at their
okay.
mast, you can aim at their
sick.
weapons,
Perfect.
you can
Okay. I have a couple things I'd like to do.
Okay.
With the boat, I know each square is 50 feet.
On the boat, it's
Yeah. no,
traditional
that's-
spacing, we'll
Okay.
say.
So can I get everybody? Is everybody within 30 feet of me? Arguably.
I would say that Valoth is
Yeah,
not.
because I'm 60 feet up.
Yeah.
He's in the crow's
I don't
nest.
know how far away I am.
I would say that you could get Flora and Odd within 30 feet. You would have to move.
And my unseen servant. I don't
And
think, I
unseen
don't know if
servant.
it would
That's
actually
true.
do anything, whatever you're trying to do. but-
Bless, probably.
Yeah.
God, that's a good back crack.
Okay, that's If I can do the unseen servant, that's
best
probably
chair
what I'll
for that,
do,
man.
just because they're technically attack rolls. So I'll bless the three of them, or the
Okay.
two of them, and the unseen servant.
Got it.
And
You guys are
then
blessed.
Whoa!
Stay blessed.
I'm gonna.
Consider two in all
Blessings rain
stats.
down.
I'm gonna. This is some shenanigans, but I think I can get away with it.
We love shenanigans.
So
Get the shenanigans.
Drazad is gonna walk up to the ballista that Odd is attempting to work.
Okay.
And I'll look over at you and go, I told you I would never leave you. And I've never said that.
I'm like, what?
Don't worry, friend. I will always be here for you. And I'll grab my necklace, say, Blessed Pyraxis. And I'll touch,
The bolts themselves are metal as well.
not that.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Okay, here's what I want to do, and you tell me what.
Sure.
Oh, I know what you mean.
I'm using Blessing of the Forge,
Let's give
Okay.
it a +1.
which gets a +1 bonus to either AC or attack and damage rolls.
Okay.
But it has to be imbued into a weapon or armor.
Got it. Yeah, you can definitely imbue it into this.
ballista.
And you're trying to do a damage and attack rolls?
Yeah, and
I
I'm trying to
see.
do it into the ballista,
Yeah.
not the arrow specifically.
So it'd be
Yeah.
+7 and +1 to damage.
So basically, as you channel your fiery magic into this ballista, you actually see the wood splinter a bit and char, but it doesn't look weakened. In a weird way, it looks strengthened as a fresh bolt is placed in the cavity where the last one was loosed. It begins to glow a bright red color.
We'll say blue.
A bright blue color. Blue flames are hotter than red ones, as Pyraxis gives his blessing. All right. So now that all
now
of
run
you,
back to the front and man the other one.
Yeah, right, literally.
now that all of you have gone, Flora, I would like you to make a perception check.
I'm good at those.
Yeah. Did you just
Wait,
roll really bad?
Wait, what is it?
Wait,
I
What-
just jinxed myself.
Wait, what is it?
So it's a 9 total.
I'm going to portent the base roll to a 14.
Okay.
Seeing
so
this-
then dirty
Okay.
20.
Seeing you like trip as you get to the front, Valoth is gonna like no, and he's gonna hold on, and his eyes are gonna warp, and then like all of a sudden you're standing upright.
You
again.
gonna teach Dally that too?
I don't think Valley's noticing that I'm doing that.
Valley's kind of hunkered down right now. There's
that was
not much.
a dirty twine.
Okay. Well, then, whenever you reach the front of the ship, Valoth is right. You trip for a second, you get up and sort of glance over. You're not sure what you're supposed to be looking for, and you almost miss it. But then suddenly you see beneath the surface a rock that doesn't break the surface tension of the water, and you throw a hand up, cast it down, and feel the ship rock accordingly so that it just narrowly misses this underwater
Oh,
structure.
you weren't
that
gonna let
would've-
me blow the rock up?
Heck yeah.
Only if you notice it. Chip sort of rocks this way as
So does that mean we're now aimed more to the
Bless you.
to the side of that ship?
If they
you might be able
turned,
to
that would be more like this. If
Yeah.
it turned, yeah. If it turned that way, that ship.
So now we're not aiming at the metal pointy in the
Oh, I was just saying it turned and sort of straightened out more or less. But yeah.
On
so,
its turn, Alex. It
yeah,
can do that.
yeah.
He could
So-
do that if it wanted to.
That being said, the top ship goes first. It is going to first make an attack roll on you guys with its cannon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I kinda wanna
You said the boat gets 3 actions, but you didn't tell us how much damage it can take, right?
No.
That was not a stat that was given.
No.
Gotcha. Just you don't have to. I was just curious.
I can. Your ship has 300 hit points effectively, and there is a 15 damage threshold. So an attack has to do 15 before it does anything.
Oh, okay.
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Ship
you
rules are
listening-
different, but they make sense when you think about it.
to a YouTube video about this the other day.
Yeah, I pieced together a lot of different
I'm
mechanics.
actually weirdly
No, this is cool.
no ship combat
Ooh.
from airship
Yeah.
combat in another session I
But
watched.
he was like listening to like a whole bunch of different YouTube videos
Yeah, 'cause
about
they're weird.
ship combat.
So
yeah.
a cannon
My ass
lights
is
up
taking
off the side, but just in time, one of these pillars of rock comes between the two ships, intercepting the cannonball, so it is split in two, falling aside, temporarily breaking line of sight. The ship moves forward and takes aim again.
Got it.
Just one square. Yeah. All right, and then the ship at the back is going to do the same thing with its cannons as it tries to gain on you. That is going to be a 19 to hit, so it does. The cannon blasts into the back of the ship, damaging the hull. You actually feel the wood splinter beneath your feet, both Odd and Drazad. I need you to make Constitution saving throws to see if you can stand upright.
Did you say it has to be a 15 to hit to do damage, or at
15
least 15
damage.
15 damage.
To do damage.
Ironically, the armor classes for all these ships is 15, so
So
It's all 15.
it's all 15.
It's all 15s.
makes
11.
it easy.
11?
No less and no more than 15.
Yeah.
You had blessed everything, or
Saving throws, yeah.
yeah.
Yep, saving throws as well.
So
Hey,
18.
bless.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what do I add?
A D4, right?
Bardic.
Oh, Bardic?
Oh,
A
D6.
But is it saving throws?
It's anything.
But once you use it, it's gone, right?
Yeah.
It's not like Bless where you use it once per turn.
Yeah, you have.
Once you use the Bardic Inspiration, it's
It's
gone.
gone.
So if
Use
you,
it.
I mean,
Shit.
use it if you don't want to
Use it.
fall, but
No, I will.
you won't
'cause I
have
don't-
it again
yeah.
unless he re-ups it.
15
Okay.
instead of 11.
Both of you save. You brace yourselves against the nearby railing, and you just hold on to the seat that you're sat in. But the cannon is going to do.
He's rolling them twice.
No, stop that. Put one of those dice
I mean,
away.
we have 300 hit points.
Put that thing back where it came
I
from.
have another nat 1 portent. I just didn't use it because I want to see how much damage they can do.
That's great. We have
Your hull has taken 51 points of
Okay.
damage.
Jesus.
Now we know. I was purposely not using
Now
it.
we
'Cause it's
know.
like once we're full, like I want to know how much it can do.
So in other words, we have about 6 hits in us.
Yeah.
5 now.
Yeah. So now that these ships begin to gain on you, this one is going to move up a square as well.
Yep, pointing that way.
We'll say it is pointing this way. You begin to understand why their organization is called the Skiff Rippers,
Do they go fast?
because they
They're here to
rip
rip our
apart
skiffs.
just about every ship they come across. They are not here to simply board and take your treasure. They are out for blood money. So we circle back to the ship now. All of you go at the same time. You can take your turns in whatever order, but just to keep things organized, I'll go around the table.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Can an unseen servant shoot the ballista?
yeah,
Take an action.
they can take an action, and technically
And
the
he loaded it-
proficiencies are locked.
Yeah, no,
within-
because he's got
yeah.
2s in all his stats. So the fact that it's an automatic
If I-
+6.
The ballista has to be loaded,
He loaded
aimed,
it, right? Last turn.
loaded, aimed, and fired. 3 separate actions.
It
Okay.
takes 3 people. Yeah.
Now the crew, if your unseen servant sits in the seat, can aim it, but they may not know the unseen servant is there.
Oh, I'll yell and say, "I'll fire the thing from up here. Aim it."
Okay. You see,
Telekinetic.
you see,
Or I'll message someone even if I. Well, no, because message is an action. I'll say
you see the
that.
tiefling. You see the blue tiefling run over and begin cranking the ballista around to fire on this ship.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I thought they could only fire this way. I didn't know I could.
Oh no, they.
So you can spin them
Yeah.
all the way around, yeah.
There are
Well, then I
gears at the
would've-
bottom, and
I would have started doing that.
oh,
if
that's
I
okay.
known
I mean, somebody needed to do
Now
what
you have
you're
a free
doing.
action to do what you want on your turn.
Trust me, you're doing God's work up there.
So it's a bonus action to command the unseen servant.
Yes.
Oh, that's over 20 to hit. That's
Okay.
23.
That will hit. Time for you guys to find out how much damage a ballista does. Roll 3d10.
We should all roll a d10.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Do we want to do that? I'm fine with it.
Y'all three roll a d10.
Am I stupid? Yep.
Oh, that's a 9 on mine.
If I can find the 10.
2.
It's a 9 on mine too.
Oh, 20.
So,
So, Sam, why don't you describe for me how this ballista bolt pierces the ship as it rockets between these two pillars of rock?
Valeth actually closes his eyes to see through the unseen servant for a second.
Okay.
And as he and you see him in the crow's nest kind of like gesturing his hand in the same way that the unseen servant will, and he pulls the bolt back, and it pierces through the side of the ship, clean through, and just like the bolt kind of lands in
It skids across the water.
in
the ship.
In the ship.
You see some of the crew members kind of like lift up their feet and jump to the side as the ship sort of lurches, taking on a bit of water after the hull is pierced. Okay.
And for my action,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
how?
Oh, you guys.
Don't forget the unseen servant is blessed too.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I could have added.
I forgot.
I mean, it
about that.
wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah, no, you
for
still would have hit.
I like.
Is anything? Nothing's within 120 feet of me, right?
What's that?
Nothing's within 120 feet of me, right?
Puppet
Like enemy wise.
Not enemy-wise, but I mean, there are some land masses that are pretty close, depending on what you're trying to do.
You know what? You give me a good idea. They already shot that rock, right? So it's
Yeah.
already a little weakened.
Well, it toppled over.
Oh,
That
so
one's
it's not
split in
actually
half.
there. That rock?
That rock, yeah.
So it's not there.
It's like that.
Gotcha.
It'd be like that.
Over.
Dang it. Okay, I was gonna try to.
I'm
knock it
sorry.
over onto the ship.
If I
No, that's
hadn't
fine.
said that, I would have let you do it, but I did say it, so it
No,
is.
no,
It
that's
is what
totally
happened.
Yeah, no, that's. I'll hold my action. If they get within 120 feet, I'm gonna magic missile.
Okay,
One of the ships.
got it. Holding on to your
Ship or
action.
Somebody on it.
I guess the person driving the ship.
There you go.
Got it. Okay,
Thank you.
Yeah.
easy enough. Yeah. Odd. What are you doing?
As they begin to reload, the crew begins to reload this. I asked them if do y'all have anything to target their mast to slow them down? Like a bolo type of projectile.
They just point at the ballista that you're on.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll make short work of whatever
Okay.
sail you fire it through.
I'm aiming for their mast or like their sail.
Okay. Aiming for the sails is
Yeah.
more or
They both
less.
did, but that one hit the rock.
And you're aiming at this one in the back.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Is this one closer?
If they're both
Technically?
about
That one's a little bit closer because you guys shifted that direction.
This one's
but
coming to ram.
Yeah.
That one's coming to shoot.
For the sake of just having it look pretty, Morgan, can you lift that rock back up? Because I like the way it looks. Yeah.
We
Thank you.
didn't take damage. Did you want me to roll for concentration when we did that little?
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
fall. Yeah.
I
I
will
just
trust me.
thought about it.
So targeting the crew is another thing that you can do.
How many?
They've just been targeting your hull.
How
so
many? How many?
it's possible to take damage. On each ship is crewed by no less than 10 people. I'm just kidding. Yeah, there are 10 people on each ship, but it
Okay.
appears that really there are only like 4 or 5 actively doing something. The other 5 are like waiting in the ranks
Right.
in case a boarding needs to happen.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this mass on this one.
Okay.
Just have a +7 now.
+7, yeah. Whee! 10. Man.
So as you fire the bolts, sort of tilting the ballista upwards, a wave rocks you, tilts it down, and it fires into the sea below instead. Unfortunately, your bolt is going to miss. Are you doing anything else?
Bardic inspiration, somebody else.
Well, Drazad and
Drazad hasn't.
they haven't gone yet.
Have you used your bless and all that?
I didn't use my bless.
You
Well,
have bless. And the
do
weapon
use
has
your
a bless.
bless.
Your
I will tell you
D4.
that.
Did you use the weapons +1
One.
too?
It's 11.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that just barely misses.
Oh my god.
The sails have a much lower armor class
I
than the
guess you a
ship itself.
+2. No, well,
Two.
+1 and a D4.
Oh, yeah.
my bad. Yeah.
So +2 essentially. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you another bardic Drazad.
Oh, yay. Okay, thank you.
All right, go. Your turn.
Okay. I, seeing Leonidas and realizing it's the Skiff Rippers,
It is Leonidas. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I double checked.
So many names, guys. I had to remember all the names for the crew members and all the different voices.
Yeah.
And I didn't remember that one.
I would like
Too rage.
to see literally. Because I will. I will.
I know they're not within 120 yet.
I would like to see if I can spot and notice if Delathania's on either of the boats.
Ooh.
Make a perception check. This will be a free action for you because you're kind of scouting out these ships just to.
19.
Dalnathania is not present on either ship.
All of a sudden, he pops out from under the
Oh,
table.
I was gonna rage.
Dude,
Can you imagine? He's been under the table the entire time.
believe me, the thought crossed my mind, but when I processed like how all of it would happen, Dalnathania would have definitely been left or have stayed behind of his own volition.
Again.
That's fair.
Yeah. So,
I started thinking about it and I was like, Alex, I swear to God, I will blow this table up right here, right now. Okay, I am going to grab. I'm going to get on this hand cannon over here.
okay.
And
You can move that crate if you
okay,
want.
I'm gonna be like, excuse me, Mr. Box. I gotta get right here and attack some people.
Yep.
I'm still so impressed that these are just like foam.
I know.
It looks so good.
Whenever you like moved it right here and I
Thanks.
heard it like squish, I was like, what?
You can see it at the bottom.
Yeah. I am going to, I guess just shoot.
What's the range on the hand cannons?
I will tell you,
yeah.
you were told when you got on the ship that the hand cannons are really short range.
Oh, okay.
So they're
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were doing something else with it, but
Hold action.
No.
you can go for the long distance on it and potentially like if you
take
aim
it at
up like hit the
disadvantage.
sails or something.
Yeah.
Then yeah. It would be disadvantaged.
But you
to
do have a
that.
bardic inspiration and a bless. And I can portent it to a natural 1 if you really want.
Okay.
Okay.
You save that shit for them.
I would like to get up to the hand cannon.
Uh-huh.
I'll take the disadvantage.
Okay.
I would like to aim for Leonidas.
Okay.
And as I load the ball. Oh shit.
That thing.
Can't you
Oh,
shoot
that's
the ballista
that's
again?
concentration. I will drop bless.
Couldn't he shoot the ballista again?
I mean, he can begin readying it, but each ballista can only be shot once per round on the boat. There is kind of the limiting factor there.
Okay, never mind.
It's weird because like you guys have your own actions, and the ship itself has like a limitation on what it can do.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm just gonna take the disadvantage on the hand cannon and try to hit.
To run to the front and shoot the front ballista.
No, this unseen servant's doing
that's
that.
right.
Yeah, that's why I'm not worried about moving right now.
It already has been shot too.
Yeah.
You can't use the action.
I'm gonna shoot it at Leonidas.
Okay. Disadvantage on your attack roll.
But your bardic and your bless.
Yeah, if you get one that.
No, I'm not blessed.
Oh, you didn't bless yourself?
No,
No,
I was
he didn't
unseen servant.
Oh. Preach.
Yeah.
That unseen servant's putting in some work.
Roll d6 with it.
Well,
What am I rolling again? My brain just
plus
shut off.
what on the roll, Alex?
Off the hand cannon, it's going to be plus your dex mod and proficiency.
Okay.
So like any other ranged
So at
weapon.
least 2. But
What?
your proficiency and your dex.
Oh,
Yeah, I believe
we
it
did
is
plus
3.
Oh, I'm not wasting my bardic. 15.
Okay.
I rolled a 12 and a 19.
As you fire the cannonball, you feel the kickback. The wood actually bends beneath the hand cannon.
Yeah.
And you take it that these don't see a lot of use.
These are not well.
But the cannonball rockets towards the ship. And just nimbly moving out of the way is Leonidas. One of his crew gets struck
Hell yeah.
instead.
Works for me.
As a matter of fact, go ahead and roll 2d10 for me and add your dex modifier. So you'll add 1.
I don't know why I can never find D10.
I can never find them either.
Yeah, I always think they're going to be like square and not
This is
weird.
the most handy
Yeah.
thing
I
ever.
rolled a 5,
Mine was a 1.
6, 7.
Okay. You take out one of the crew members. The other one, another one gets clipped by the cannonball. You actually see his arm is completely broken. It's basically shattered.
I am not going to spare the dying on you.
Their ship is down a man. It is not quite affecting their actions yet, but at some point it will. So,
we make slow steps.
Flora, are you doing anything aside from holding this position and spotting?
I would like to try to shoot this guy
Okay.
at the person manning the cannon.
Okay.
That's why I hesitated for so long, because I defeated you.
I will say that that would be out of range. This one is very close for him to take disadvantage on it, but that's going to be completely out.
And this is fallen over too.
Okay.
That might be.
You could step back and begin aiming the ballista or loading the ballista to help out for the next round.
Would I be able to get back to my post?
Mhm.
Then yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you step back, throw a bolt into the ballista, step back, forward, make another perception check for me.
13.
Okay. As you look out ahead of
You're
you,
blessed, right?
you see that there are currently clear waters ahead. I'm going to ask you,
Oh, you dropped it.
how do you communicate that?
Clear waters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, what do you say whenever you see there's nothing below? Do you just...
I didn't know if that was your response to his question.
I
Was
think no.
clear waters? Like that's how you say it.
Yeah, you see, you see there are no obstructions in your path.
I'll just yell back to the crew. All clear, full steam ahead.
Full sail! And you see the two more sails drop off the main mast. The ship sort of rocks forward, and you guys are able to move 2 squares instead of just 1.
Yeet. Nice.
So move these two backwards.
Yeah. And then, oh well.
So that's how we travel
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah. It's like the ship in
Well,
Futurama.
in this kind of combat.
Yeah.
I moved. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. A couple more of these obstructions.
No more.
Okay. It is now the other ship's turn. This one
The top one.
is going to move first. It wants to get between that clearing there so it can take a clear shot.
But is
But
there
it can't
clearing?
because the rock fell.
Well, you guys landed a bolt in there earlier, so...
No, we didn't.
I did. Yeah, the unseen servant shot a bolt through it.
Not the hand cannon.
Yeah.
Well, the ballista is...
An
Wait,
18 is going to
wait.
hit.
Do I want to do it now or wait? Because I mean, we're still pretty full.
You said wait, so...
I don't know.
Wait.
I know you said the AC's all
I know.
whatever. I get to know what they roll, just not if it hit.
I know.
But technically,
I know,
don't
it's fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Oh, I had a stroke. I thought you were talking about the AC for a second.
AC's at 15
on.
degrees.
They are actually aiming for the sails, seeing you guys pull away. They're going to aim for your sails here.
We were wrong, Sam.
So...
It's only because he knows.
Well, but also like technically, that is information that I wouldn't be allowed to have
Yeah.
beforehand. I also have a plan.
It does exactly 49 points of damage to your sails.
So we've taken exactly 100 at this point, right? Was it 51
Yes.
and 40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of 300?
We're out of third.
Yeah, so we're at a third.
So, with your sails that damaged, you're going to take a 10-foot movement penalty.
Oh, is that off of the overall boat health? Because they
No.
targeted the sails?
It is not.
Oh.
Separate. So the hull is what your boat health is measured off of.
Gotcha.
Right now they're aiming at your sails to like keep you from pulling away.
Okay.
Sick.
So
Do the sails have hit points?
the sails do have hit points, and whenever they are completely destroyed, basically there's
They're dead in the water.
yeah.
Okay.
So you'll take a 10-foot movement penalty. It's 100 hit points total. So you guys are halfway
Half.
down basically.
100 hit hit points
No,
from
the sails.
the
The sails have 100 hit points.
Oh, have 100 hit points. We've taken 49.
Can,
Yeah.
can you still port?
Nope.
No, but seeing that, can I keep an eye out if this one's going to try to shoot the sails before it shoots too?
Yeah, you definitely can. I mean, you're holding your action,
if
so
they,
I think
tilt
that's
up.
fair.
Do some quick physics in
Yeah.
here.
So that one already moved. This one is going to try to move back into possession here. And it's going to fire.
What's the...
That's going to be a 17.
It hits.
And it is...
Yeah. Is it aiming at the sails?
It
or?
is definitely aiming at the sails.
Yeah, no, that's a natural 1.
Okay.
Own boat.
Yeah,
Because it is a natural 1 that I have in
it
the...
hits its own boat.
in the... what you call it?
The cannonball goes. Phew.
Or it misfired. It's a
that's
cannon,
what I was
huh?
gonna say.
You guys
Yeah.
see the cannonball rocket from this ship heading straight for the sails, and it looks like it's about to hit the mast itself, when suddenly it blinks to the side and flies through the same hole that was just ripped.
I'm gonna look up at Valoth and just smile.
He'll yell back, that was the last one!
You hear some of the crew like, that was their last cannonball, everybody!
Was that your last reality change? Was that-
It's you guys again, so Valoth, what would you like to do? It is your
Get
your
them
turn
back on
again.
a short rest.
No, I think the importance of
That's a long
Be
rest.
Like rest, long rest.
I'm gonna short rest right here for my
Yeah,
turn.
right now.
Importance are important.
They are.
Let's see. How... So bonus action, I'm gonna get Unseen Servant to shoot again
Okay.
at the boat.
Okay, so the crew helps. I will say, since Flora was the one that kind of hopped back and cranked it into position, take advantage on this roll.
And bless.
Oh, for the Unseen Servant. Oh, yeah.
thought
If I
you
need it.
had dropped.
No. You don't get it
No,
because it was the
it's
type of roll that it was. Yeah, that was my
Not,
mistake. Oh,
Got him.
I mean, I don't need the bless.
I was trying to think of it.
That's a 25. Sorry, almost.
That will hit. And where are you aiming? You're aiming at the ship.
Sails.
Sail.
Yeah, I would tell him to aim at their sails.
Okay. So go ahead and roll 3d10 for me.
Y'all 3 roll it.
Oh, okay.
The last time I did it, it wasn't good.
That's fine. Last time.
6.
I dropped the dice and it rolled a 2, and I was like, let me re-roll it. I picked it up, rolled it, it was a 2.
So 14 total on the
Okay.
sail.
Their sails only have 10 damage, right?
Yeah, they only have
That's
10
the
hit points.
threshold. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said that earlier.
They're dead in the
I
water.
said earlier their sails are about as big as yours, so it is going to take about as much.
Oh.
He did- he
You
did
said
say that.
14?
No, give him
That's
that.
the damage.
Yeah.
14 damage. So
There's not
the
plus
sail
anything,
the
right?
sail is torn clean through by the
It
bolt.
was 4T.
4T 40.
On 3d10?
No, it's
yeah.
not. No, it's not. Come on, man! I'm balancing so much stuff. You're killing
We
me.
should have went with it, man. We could have got that one, I think. We could've-
You see the sail pierced clean through, and it is ripped, but it doesn't appear to slow the ship down just yet.
I am going. How far to the back of the ship
From where you are,
from where I am?
that is traditional spacing. So I'll measure real quick. So like anything on the ship is, your typical.
You
So
sure
that's
I
about 40
can't
feet.
Swim yet?
Okay. Just off the back
I'm
of the
one level
boat,
away from swimming.
I'm gonna cast darkness.
Okay, very cool.
Oh,
Very
good
smart.
idea.
Yeah. So if that's 40, it has 60 feet and it's a 15-foot radius. So I'm gonna cast it to where it's not encompassing the back of our boat, but it's basically they can't see.
But you
Will it
wouldn't be able to
stay
see
with-
into it either, right?
Yeah.
Can I hold that till after we're done shooting and then cast it there?
Yeah, you definitely can.
I would actually cast it on the back of the boat.
On the back of our boat?
So it stays with us.
But then it'll 15 feet. It'll encompass you guys. You guys can't see.
Yeah,
through
but
it.
if you cast it on, if you cast on something like the rudder,
No. Even dark vision can't see.
No,
through it.
yeah, it's magical
So, like,
darkness. It's a whole
everyone's
other thing.
screwed.
I think,
Wait, I
I think
can't
that's
see shit,
better.
you
Maybe
guys.
focus fire on this one, and then
Okay, yeah, y'all take y'all turn, do
Yeah.
everything. I'm holding that to do that after.
For the record,
Flora's
this is
turn.
the one time that Chad is not rolling to help you guys out.
Damn, where you at, Chad?
Honestly.
The first session we haven't had a roll in a while.
Alex, I saw you up in that chat. You're not gonna give us no
But
points.
yeah, do your stuff, and then I'll cast
Yeah.
and we can discuss where to put
See
it.
if I help you at work tomorrow.
How far away are the boats?
Well, let's see.
Dun, 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 dun.
This one's about 150. No, sorry. I
Still
keep
out.
doing that wrong.
300.
About 300, thank you.
Okay.
This one too.
Yeah, that one,
50. It's 100, 300, 300.
yeah. So they're both about 300. Each has gotten about 100 feet closer since combat started.
Part of me wants them to get closer at this point.
Yeah.
I know. I was like,
Yes and no,
come close.
but so they're both at 150, right?
300.
300, sorry.
We didn't happen to level up in the middle of this combat.
Yeah, right now.
I know what you want. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna turn and start firing.
wanna be a
this
crocodile,
ballista
baby.
at their sails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would communicate that I'm about to block the vision of the boat behind us.
Yes. Good. Keep them from hitting us.
I killed the
you
nearest
know?
team member.
Okay. Oh, all right. I rolled a 15 flat. So
Hell yeah. That will hit. You're aiming at the sails, so 3d10.
y'all rolled the 10.
Oh.
I like this. I like everybody kind of group
Everybody
rolling.
gets a roll.
That's
Oh, I rolled bad this time. 2.
hell yeah.
I got a 2. That's 18.
That's okay. 18. Yeah.
I saw the 0, got disappointed, and then remembered what that meant.
So this
have
bolt
pins on 'em.
actually catches the sail along the length of it and actually rips down it instead of piercing through it. Does a little bit more damage, and you do see the ship slow this time.
Which one's that one? This one?
This
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, it would be that one. It is moving a little bit
Wait,
slower.
that bolt also, it's actually 19 because it has a +1 to the damage, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me keep
'Cause
track
you
of
did
that.
that to that.
Yeah. You enchanted the ballista. Remember?
Wait, which one are we? Which ballista just
That was
shot?
the back one.
The back one.
No, I didn't do that one.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
did.
The back one.
Yeah,
That's the
the
front
back
one
one.
that you're pointing at. That's the front one.
Oh. They're right.
First, how did you get confused? And second, how did you know what he was confused about? That was so impressive.
Because in my mind,
Because he was pointing to the wrong one. He's
Yeah.
like, I didn't do that one. I'm like, I know. We're talking about the back
I'm
one.
like, no, I'm at the front of the ship because that's where the wheel is.
No, that's not how ships work.
That's how my brain works, though.
So, Drazad, it is your go. Both ballistas have been fired this round.
Okay.
Bardic inspiration for Flora.
Flora,
Oh,
got
good.
it.
I was like, I still have mine. Okay.
What are you
Got it.
doing, Drazad?
I. Man, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
What are the range on the guns on our cannons?
The hand cannons?
Yeah.
Not very far.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I had to take disadvantage.
100 foot normal range, 200 long.
Okay.
I let Drazad fire it last round at disadvantage because the ship was a little bit closer.
Yeah,
But-
we moved a lot this
Yeah.
last round.
I think I'm just going to. Nobody's hurt, right?
The
No,
boat
we
is.
just
Can
long
you
rested.
heal the boat?
Do you have mending?
I was looking because I thought I had picked
Yeah.
it up, but I think.
No, mending's on like a foot too, isn't it?
It will heal
It's
one
like a foot
foot.
cube.
It's
Yeah.
5 foot
Yeah.
by 5 foot, I think.
Really?
Yeah, maybe it's not. I don't know.
I really
By 1 foot.
It's
can't
1 by 1.
Do
Okay.
anything. So I think I'm just gonna help Odd with loading up the ballista.
Ooh,
Okay.
Gives us advantage.
Yeah. So you'll have advantage next time
Yeah, that's all. That's
on
all I
firing that.
can do. Yeah.
Okay. Flora, it is your go. What are you doing with your action? And then get back for your perception.
You also have Bardic. So if you want to give the unseen servant an advantage, you can do that.
Is that thing already like he's preparing it to shoot again?
It is preparing to shoot again, but if you help to prepare it, they get advantage on the roll.
Would I be able to shoot on this turn?
It's already
No, it's already
Okay.
shot this turn.
Then I'll help.
But it's the
him-
same thing you did last turn.
Yeah, I'll help him prepare it.
Okay. So you step back, place another bolt in, pull the lever to lock the crossbow in place, and you step back on the front. This time I want you to give me a survival check.
Ooh.
got it, Barney.
Hit that rock, not that one.
It's a D6.
12.
Okay. You are.
Poo-poo roll.
Well, do you have
And bless.
bless too?
Bless doesn't
You gotta-
do
Yeah, it
checks,
does.
right?
Wait,
does.
what is it?
It's a survival
It's an
check.
ability. Well, yeah, it's a
It's
check.
ability.
It's
Oh,
an ability
no,
check.
I'm sorry, it doesn't count.
Another one.
For ability checks?
No, it's saving throws on attack rolls.
Oh, only those two. I must have gotten confused. Well, with your 12, you can see that there are two options here. You guys can either move port side or and shoot the larger gap, but then be closer to the ship here. Or you can move closer to shore by moving starboard and try and shoot
Laura-
this gap and get further away from those two ships.
Laura, having more of a distaste for Zashatan, is going to shoot the larger gap.
Okay. So you point your hand at the rock and turn and shout to shoot the larger gap.
Port side.
Yeah. So you call out port side. The captain spins the wheel, and the ship begins to turn. You guys are kind of moving forward into that space.
Does this ship have a pointy boy on it?
A metal front?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said they both do.
Okay.
Move everything back one.
I'm trying to see if we can get a little closer to where we can start using those hand cannons.
Oh, that's a good idea. And spells.
All right.
'Cause if I
Let
go
the
that
crew.
way, we're
Let
And
the
then
crew, let the
end
crew
of that-
shoot the
Yeah.
Darkness.
We're gonna go even further.
I'm not going to put it on the back of the boat because it would encompass. It's 15 feet. That would encompass everything
If
you guys are
put
trying
it
to
on
shoot.
the rudder, it's below, and it blocks, and it would not encompass.
But it's
that.
got to be a point you can see,
Yeah, I
right?
can't see the rudder.
Oh, shit.
I mean, if we're gonna be
we're
really
gonna be
technical,
Technical about it. No, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna.
Oh, damn it!
I'm gonna put-
I'm
I'm gonna put it off the back. Probably just enough to miss the back
Okay.
of it with the actual darkness, but it's between.
got it.
So that would put it. That would put it 15 feet off the back of the boat.
Okay.
Thought of something.
Okay. So as your turns come to an end, the ships are going to take their attacks. Right now they have clear line of sight, so
Not
they're.
that one.
Not this
Yeah,
one.
this one doesn't. This one doesn't. What is he gonna do?
Get wrecked.
Literally. Go fuck yourself, Leonidas.
You know what? You hear Leonidas, full sail, as
Getting closer so we can
they
shoot.
charge into the darkness,
So he
and the
wouldn't
cannon
technically- he wouldn't
is
technically be in
blindly
it,
going
yeah.
to fire forward.
Right.
Disadvantage. What's that?
He wouldn't be in the darkness yet because it's 15
Not
foot
yet.
off the back of the boat.
But he can't see where he's aiming, and that cannonball is going to miss. You guys see sea spray just explode off the back of the ship, but bracing for impact, you do not feel the floorboards rumble.
Sorry.
I should take a rope, tied it to something, and
Thrown it up and
then
put it on that.
like
And
throw it out, and then let you like.
That would have been good.
I don't know.
All right, this one got a 17 to hit,
you
so
were
that is
gonna
going at your
put it
sails
on
once
something.
again.
You could see.
You're gonna have to reset it.
he's hitting the sails.
I mean, we can't do anything to stop that.
No, I'm out of everything. I'm out of tricks.
Yeah, y'all made me. Oh, what about silvery barbs?
It's 60 feet.
I thwarted silvery
I was
bars.
looking at it. I literally just looked to see after I did my darkness important.
Get past us.
Yeah.
So,
just make everything far away.
Yeah.
Make everything ship combat.
Relatively low rolls this time. Where is I keeping track of that? Here it is.
But he hit the sails.
Yes. So it's 51 minus
Minus what?
32.
That's
Why is that?
19.
19. So
Yeah.
your
If you
ship
say so.
does lose some movement, and the sails themselves are in tatters at this point. One more good hit, and the ship will slow to a stop. So it's back up to you guys. What are you doing, Valoth?
Servant's gonna shoot again.
Okay.
He's got advantage.
And he's blessed if he needs it.
Are you still aiming at the sails?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one was higher. So 22 to hit.
Okay. That
Yeah.
will definitely hit.
Y'all roll the d10s.
3d10.
Ooh. No, I rolled the 2.
It's always somebody.
6.
8.
So
15?
16.
Six-
16. 6, 8, 2. 8 and 2 is 10.
Oh, yep,
Plus
thank you.
8, 16.
45.
16. Ooh, we
So that
got
is-
some points in the chat.
Hey!
Yeah. Okay, let me
Thank
roll
you,
it. Let me
chat.
roll it.
Oh, thank you, Mama.
We need that.
Right,
Let's
it's
see.
rough.
Let's see.
Hey, Jim.
We'll
Good to
be
see
better
you.
once you redeem some points, Jim. Okay, let's roll.
It is a 12,
I
but
thought you were gonna say 20.
that is much better than average. You guys could take that and probably just score an automatic hit when
Yeah.
you need it. So, this ship's sails are now almost at half. They are not slowing further than they were, but the sails are starting to look a little rough.
Can I reach that rock in front that isn't toppled with chromatic orb? 90 feet. Sorry, I didn't tell you how far it is from where I am. Probably.
It's a stretch, but I'll let you do it. Yeah,
Okay.
let's see what you're cooking.
I want to try to just knock it over or pieces of it into the ship and like either hit their sails, hit them,
Was it
or if I can knock over more of the rock, just hit the whole boat.
Okay, so
But
let's do it this
I'm
way.
just trying to launch things towards the boat from off of that.
If you were trying to topple this rock, where would you strike it? If you were trying to topple some of it, let me know where you're
Sizing
aiming.
up the rock, Valoth would probably bet that he can't cleave off the entire piece.
Okay.
Right.
So he's going to try to knock off chunks by hitting like the side of it so that the pieces that launch off maybe like pepper the sails or hit some people on
Got
the
it.
boat and things like that.
Chromatic orb is attack roll or
Is attack roll.
Okay, then
I
roll
don't
your
have any-
attack.
I don't have any save things. No, bad. Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Okay. As you strike the side of this rock and shrapnel goes flying over the sides, roll 3d10 for damage on their sails.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to roll damage on the rock?
No.
Sweet. Yeah, do this. One of my D10s is rolled 70, and I was like, oh shit, 70! Yeah. 9 and 5, 14 damage on their sails.
Okay. Their sails are now below half damage here. So you see the white curtains peppered with spray shrapnel from this rock as some of the crew members on the boat kind of shield themselves as it falls down. They are still moving ahead, but their ship is definitely slowed. And you can tell that the sail that is already a bit too large for the boat is starting to kind of rocket back and forth instead of propelling it forward. Odd, what are you doing?
Drazad, come fire this gun. We're close enough. I'm close enough to do the same thing.
Okay.
Like, or how close is that boat? Or those?
Got another D20.
Did they get closer?
If you... It would be 250 at the closest.
Oh, the boat.
Yeah.
But then you said the rock was like inside a 90-ish.
Yeah, I said it was
got
a stretch and I let him do
I have
it.
120.
Each of those squares is 50 feet, so
I
I
have
would say...
120 range. So if I want to hit the rock and
Ooh,
do the same thing.
somebody roll?
Yeah.
Leonidas, thank you for the 17. I
17.
hope I'm saying your name right. I keep saying it and just hoping I'm getting it right, but I'm pouring a lot of confidence into it at least.
No, see, he's too close to Leonidas.
Yes.
No, we're going for you. We're coming for you.
Oh, so you're saying that's my 17?
No. You said yourself. You don't get those.
Odd, I'm sorry. I'm gonna.
That's okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could do the same thing that he
You could hit the
did,
rock.
shooting the rock
That's what I was
and
thinking.
trying to shrapnel off. Yeah.
Yeah.
but striking the ship directly. I
No,
would
that's
say
what I
no.
wanted to do.
Oh,
Shoot the
then
rock.
yeah,
And
for
if
sure.
we weaken the rock enough, then we can just
Yeah.
topple the whole rock.
Yeah, I want to say, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell Drazad, come shoot this gun.
The big gun?
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna do better than me. And I'm going to
I did
I'm gonna
put magic into it.
make a force spear and shoot it and throw it at that
I'll
rock.
ask you the same question. Where on the rock are you aiming?
Towards the top.
Towards the top?
I think the finer pieces are going to be towards the top, and they will probably break off. you
Okay.
know. And I'm thinking like somewhere like in this area
Got it.
to maybe break off a piece.
Like
that's
cleave
like-
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Nice.
Okay.
I'd like to use earthbending, please.
That is a 9. No. We're gonna roll bless.
Bless, 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 bless.
All right.
Oh, damn.
That's a 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the structural damage that has already been done by your friend Valoth, you fire off this spear. You loose it from your hand. It drives into the rock, and at first it embeds itself and seems like it has done nothing. But then slowly you see the rock sort of crack along its edge. It cleaves and slides off. Instead of hitting the sails, it drives straight into the hull of the ship. Roll 5d10 damage for me.
Everybody roll a 10. I'll roll 2.
Yeah.
5d10.
They're all over here.
Oh my god.
Ship combat's fun because you get to use bigger damage die.
Yeah. 10 and a 4.
Even though I got a 5.
9.
3,
14.
14, 17, 26,
I got a 5.
31.
Okay. 31 damage to the ship's hull
Hell yeah.
as you see the back end of it actually driven up by this piece of slag that has dropped off of the rocky pillar. The ship actually is driven to a halt for a moment. They will not be able to move on their
I can
turn.
stop this momentum.
Yeah.
That one or this one?
That one.
That
This
one.
one
Oh,
can't see
yeah.
through the
Can't see
darkness.
through the darkness. It's gonna
Nice.
take him a couple rounds to get through. it. You still got Bardic, right?
Yes.
You still got your Bardic.
Yeah.
So
No,
the
no.
darkness is like there
I
No?
used
for
it.
reference.
Yeah.
I used it.
Just so we can keep track of when it's in.
I will say by eyeballing that ship, it is bloodied. For the hull is bloodied. FYI.
Yeah. Valoth.
Good.
Wakes.
He just blinks. He looks back at you and just blinks both his eyes.
You got a Bardic.
So Drazad, it is your go or Flora, whichever you guys want to do turn order wise.
No, Drazad.
Drazad's going first.
Yeah, no. He is going. I'm aiming that ballista, and I'm firing that bad boy.
Okay.
Did he get a bunch of them the
So,
same
Brett,
color
you
so I
shot
can
this
hand them
one?
out?
No, he threw a spear
the
off the
unseen
side.
servant-
Yeah,
shot.
I went to the side and I threw a spear. I told Drazad to shoot the one in the back. Unseen servant is manning the one in the
And
front.
he shot the one in the front.
Shot. Okay.
It's a bonus
Alright.
action to command him to do
Gotcha.
whatever.
Now I'm shooting that big boy.
Advantaged attack. I'm guessing it's going at the same ship. Where are you targeting on that ship?
The ship
The
is
ship is bloodied, and so are the
so
sails.
is the sails.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's
The
really,
sails of the ship have the same amount of hit points.
but the
more or less.
boat is stalled for a turn. Alex said,
Yeah.
right?
So go for
Yes.
the hull.
I'm gonna aim. I'm gonna aim for like right here. You know.
Okay. Go ahead and fire with advantage
Sink that
and your
battleship.
+1.
How's the range for this?
On the
Huh?
ballista.
The ballista.
The ballista.
Oh.
I went over and
We've been shooting the
we've been
rock. Now
shooting
that's
the
close up to the rock. We're like
Yeah.
launching rock bits at it
Yeah.
because we can reach the
You
rocks.
shifted the ship
Plus
closer,
7.
so they were able to target that rock and
I
knock it into
Yeah.
the ship.
No.
It's +6, isn't it?
plus-
How
no.
far is
Plus
the
7.
You put a
rock?
+1 on it,
100?
so it's a
Plus
+7.
Uh,
And you get a bless.
90?
Because of my-
yeah, we established about
He didn't
90. I
bust-
think
You
it
can
would
bless
be that
yourself,
far for you.
or you can use Bardic. Or you can take one of the ones
Can
in
Bardic
the-
be added to the damage?
No.
Okay, because you said anything. I didn't know.
Almost anything.
Anything D20
I got
related.
20.
What's? I'm so sorry.
What?
What's the AC of the ship?
15.
15.
They're all 15. Okay, I'm gonna take the 17 in the chat.
Oh, was it not a nat 20?
No, it's a 10.
I saw
Wait,
the
that's
zero.
a hit.
No.
No.
10 total. Oh.
Oh wait, no, it's a +6.
It's +7.
Yeah,
Plus
no,
7,
never
plus
mind.
Yeah,
7.
yeah,
my bad.
yeah. You
Yeah,
hit.
yeah,
You
yeah,
hit.
my bad. Yeah,
Save
yeah.
that 17,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Wait, did you roll again? You had advantage.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
Just in case it's a crit, man.
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case, you never know.
You never know.
First time firing the ballista, okay?
Hey, Brett is in the chat.
And
this-
Brett has entered the chat.
2,100 points. Oh no, 21,000 points.
Yeah.
Good, he is
Brett,
not-
you missed the beginning of the stream, but there is a way to gift magic items now. So if you want to, he's just going in
Yeah.
for the 20.
Look,
Yeah.
I am opening the menu for you. Let me
So
go
you
ahead
can
and get
see the
this.
things.
Let me get this little dice roller rolling. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And don't forget so you hit, it's 3d10
Everybody
plus
roll.
What we got? What we
A
got?
15.
A 15
Nice.
in the chat.
Thank you, Brett.
Thank you,
Ooh, a
Brett.
10.
6.
You got a 10?
I got a 10 and a 6. And this one has +1 on top of the damage
Yes.
because of what you did.
And what's the last roll?
Wait, no.
Morgan.
Roll us a d10, girl.
I don't have B.
It's a 2.
So 18,
18.
19.
19.
Because of your +1.
Okay, 19 damage to
What
the
I
ship.
put on the stream.
What?
It says our Lord and Savior Brett.
Yeah, that's totally fine. All right, so you rock this bolt in the side of the ship. You actually see some of the wood splinter, and the ship itself is starting to separate. Water is leaking in through a giant gash in the side. As it now falls to you, Flora. You're the last one to go here.
Wait, we just got a common magic item.
Wait.
Yo! Brett!
Yo, hopefully it has a range
The
of like
box
500
What are we getting,
feet.
man? What are we getting?
Wait, who has the box right now?
Brett.
Yeah.
Tankard of plenty.
Good to plenty.
To celebrate this victory, Brett.
So as all of you are,
comes to Flora's turn.
you hear like bells ringing from the small box that you were gifted from Orlaith earlier in the session. For the moment, you gain a sense of excitement, but you're like, not now, not now.
Later.
It's literally like the stone.
What does it do?
It,
We'll go over it later.
It's like a 6-pack in one tank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
It does some good mechanical
Yeah.
stuff too.
Okay.
Can I get to this one to like shoot? the
You
ship?
can't shoot the ship. You might be able to shoot the rock onto the
this?
ship.
Yeah, you can do that.
with this.
Yep.
I'm doing that.
Okay,
Yes.
where on the rock are you aiming now that the top has been kind of
Right
cleaved
here.
off? Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. Add your dex and your proficiency modifier.
That was a
So
good,
2 plus your dex.
That was a good magic item.
Yeah, that's a.
That's fun.
I love the common magic items.
me too.
Honestly, they're so much fun.
flavor.
Yeah.
7.
7 total.
What rolls do we have in the chat?
You have a.
Oh, we do have 7 in the chat.
You also have a bardic
We have a 12. We have
I
a
don't have a
15
bardic
and a
inspiration.
17.
I
No,
used
yeah, you
it.
do.
I used it.
I thought I just gave you a number.
Oh.
You gave it to Valoth, I thought.
Oh,
did
I
just
did.
give
Okay.
You do
I'm
have-
gonna take the 15 in the chat.
Okay,
So then that's a 17 total.
that will definitely hit the rock. Roll
Roll
3d10 damage.
Reach.
It worked.
This will be on the sails again.
Okay.
Um,
That's you roll.
as the cannonball basically pierces through the rock,
Wait, me?
comes out the other side,
I know.
falls into the water, but sends a bunch of razored edge shrapnel
rolled it for-
towards the sail.
12 total.
Me?
No, I rolled it.
Oh, okay.
And we just got an uncommon magic item.
Brett!
Oh my god,
Our Lord and Savior Brett.
Brett asked for more things to spend his points on, and I am very glad that I listened. Oh my god!
What is it?
A dryness.
It's dust of dryness?
What is that?
It's like probably one of the most like easy to take advantage of uncommon items. That is a really good
If
roll,
we put it
Brett.
in the
Thank
ocean,
you.
is the ocean gone?
That's what I was thinking.
It doesn't do what you think, but we will get there later.
Wow, Brett, thank you.
Thank you so
God,
much,
yeah.
Brett. I'm so glad you guys you were able to spend all those
Yeah.
points that you accrued last time.
Oh.
So how much damage total did you do, Flora?
12.
12. Okay. Sails are looking real rough. Doesn't look like the ship's going to be able to get going very well, even once it is able to move.
That's
Now,
so cool.
now you reman your position here.
Okay.
I will have you make another perception check for me.
Perceptione.
There's a third boat.
21.
Okay. With your 21, you can see that there is further still some underwater debris that the ship is sailing towards. But the gap is still wide enough for you to make it through.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell him to go this way.
Okay. And you can move one square forward. Boop.
Whoa!
Assuming you want to continue moving.
Yes.
All right. It is now the other ship's turns.
Master Chief, let's keep on.
That one is locked in place. Luckily, it still has a good enough clearing to shoot at you guys. It is, yeah, it's going to aim for your sails again.
Yeah, we can't do nothing about it.
Ooh. That is a 2 on the die, so 10, and that does not hit your sails. It had to roll lower than a 4 to miss. As the cannonball rockets, it actually splinters the wood further, just the force from it, and causes the cannonball to leave the cannon flute off course. Misses the sails wide as they're stuck where they are. The other ship is going to take a disadvantaged attack forward. It will hit, but at least it saved you a nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a 7 and a nat 20 plus 8, so
I
that's
mean, is he
15.
trying to hit the sail or
It is trying to hit the sail. They want to stop you.
suck?
I know this combat's going a little bit long,
We're
but
going to
it's okay.
destroy them.
low dice rolls. Maybe you'll get out of this.
I was like, I got Brett time to jump into the chat.
Right.
yeah.
Can we use one of Brett's rolls for hit points for the sail?
Unfortunately, it is going to do in your sails.
Oh,
The ship
no.
is now completely still in the water. As the sails come down in tatters, you actually feel the mast itself beginning to split as so much of the damage has driven it forward and backwards. It begins to lean as Valoth and Thali are up in the crow's nest.
My dude said.
You get
don't
the
wanna
feeling
go
that
your
you
home
should
turn?
not remain there for much longer.
Run away.
I'm gonna strand us. Bro.
It's going to continue moving forward.
Did we knock the sails off of this one?
We knocked a rock into it.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, but like, is it stopped as well?
It is stopped for the turn they just took, so they can start
They'll
moving
move
again.
yeah.
But their sails are almost gone, and honestly, the ship is almost sunk too.
The camera is unfocused.
Oh, whoops. Thanks.
Focused on your. on the
With that, it comes back to you guys. Valoth, what are you doing?
How we're still not within 120 feet of the actual boat itself.
Definitely not.
I would tell Thali to go down. The mast.
Okay.
I will also begin to go down, but
Got it.
before I do, while I'm still on solid footing up here, I'm gonna launch another chromatic orb at said rock. to
Okay.
Try to hit the boat.
Got it. Make an attack roll. This time I will have you roll damage on it,
Or if I hit,
because it has a gaping hole in the middle of it,
You have a bardic.
I do.
but you might be able to launch another.
What do we have in the chat though? Because the bardic might not be
What is it,
enough.
12 and a
17.
12, 15, and 17.
I
You
used
use the 15, so 12 and 17.
I'm just gonna take the 12 and use the bardic.
yeah.
Well, no, that's 18 with just the 12. Because I have a +6.
Okay.
That wasn't.
I mean, that'll definitely hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your damage for the chromatic orb, and then I'll tell you what to roll based off of
Is
that.
that 3d8?
12.
Roll
Everything's
3d10 as another mass of rock is cleaved out of the side. It doesn't
Nice.
fall quite as far, so it doesn't fall with as much force.
15.
But
15.
15. Okay. The ship is not looking good as another slag of material comes tumbling out of this rocky structure. It is almost a nub at this point. There's not much more you could do with that rock, probably.
So you're saying that my unseen servant can now see the boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
That's totally fair.
He's gonna shoot.
Okay. Make your attack roll on the boat. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that's much better. That's
Yeah.
22.
Okay.
You're like, now that
Make your damage roll 3d10.
Go for
Yay.
it, y'all.
Did you roll that with advantage?
No, because she didn't help.
Oh, she didn't do
She
it.
didn't.
Right. 8,
The 10,
12 total.
12 total. Okay.
cocked between 6 and 2,
Yeah,
and then
it
the
looks like-
table
And
shaped,
then-
and it failed.
Like I said, I'm coming down off the mast, so I don't.
The bolt drives through the hole that was made by Flora's hand cannon, pierces into the deck of the ship, and drives it further apart. The ship itself is about to Titanic,
Oh, I was about to
but
say full split.
it's still holding together. It can still at least make one more shot before it plunges to the deep. Drazad, what are you doing? Sorry, Odd. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I came down off of the
How-
top.
Okay.
How close?
I'll say you're halfway down
Oh, okay.
because
That's right.
you've got 60 feet high, you've got 30 foot of movement, right?
Did you take the kid with you?
I told him to go down.
She
Yeah.
she probably
First.
double moved, got down,
Yeah.
or he, they,
Yeah, I
they
told him
probably,
they, yeah.
they
Yeah.
probably. Did we get any closer to that ship or no?
Still no.
And the rock is
The rock is not really usable
it's not
anymore.
I took the last hit. Sorry, with my chromatic orb.
There are other ways to contribute.
Oh,
The
yeah.
mast is about to tumble. You could do something involving that.
Yeah,
The-
can I try
the-
and use a hand cannon?
Fuck the mast.
Push the
We
mast
gotta
over so
shoot
it
'em.
hits their boat. No, I'm joking.
So the hand cannon kind of suffers from the same issue, where it has a range of 100 feet, long range of 200, where you could strike one of the rocks potentially and get some shrapnel out of it. As a matter of fact, I'll allow you to do it to the other rock if you'd like to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Didn't it fall?
This one did.
No, but this one had fallen earlier.
Oh,
Remember?
that is true.
So there are no rocks.
There are no rocks for you to bounce
What am I
cannonballs off of. What a wacky combat.
What am I gonna do with
This
this?
has devolved into just
is
shooting the
cannon.
rocks.
Yes. What are we
This
gonna
is
do?
canon.
Are there
You
any-
could. Here's
And
a
this
thought.
is- this
Hold
is
your
kind of
action
the
to
struggle,
shoot a
right?
cannonball out of the air as it comes by.
Some of the struggle is that the ship only has so many attacks that it can make.
That's not
And you almost kind of have to
idea.
find other ways to make yourself useful, either by using certain spells
Yeah,
or supporting your teammates in other ways.
Yeah, I'm
so,
gonna go give you advantage, Razad. to
Okay.
Shoot. So
Okay.
that way you can finish this fucking thing off.
Yes,
all
sir.
right?
Okay.
Because they're still going through magical darkness back here.
Yeah.
Odd seeing that ship on its
Oh,
last
yeah.
leg rushes up, and
Yeah.
you're gonna pivot the
Who doesn't have a
crossbow
bar? Yeah.
to aim it exactly where it needs to go
Yep.
to completely split this ship in two,
Yep.
to skiff rip it.
While they're doing
As they
that,
might
Brett
say.
wants to know what constructing chaos does.
So,
Oh.
constructing chaos imposes a chaotic event, which is predetermined by me for each session,
Got him.
that completely changes the direction of the story. So, in any given session, there will be something prepared wherein if you redeem the constructing chaos,
We could change the course
it
forever.
could change the entire course
They
of the
could come
campaign.
and fix our boat instead of break it.
Yeah. That's not what he's gonna have prepared, but
Yeah, it could be anything really. I will say
Yeah.
sometimes it'll be good stuff, sometimes it'll be bad stuff. There's no real way to know, but it will always be interesting.
There will be change.
yes. So it costs
So just go ahead and save your points, Brett. Just save.
He
So
66,666.
Odd has aimed the ballista. Drazad, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're shooting.
Yep.
Okay. Roll 2d20 at advantage there.
It's 25.
25. So you definitely hit it. Roll 3d10 just for the sake of it.
You roll all three. That was a good roll.
You go.
7.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna keep going. We need everybody.
Ooh, 9.
5.
Got him that time.
So
16,
12, 21.
So this will be a fun one.
22 because you
21.
plus your plus 1.
Oh,
yeah, you're right. You
The
would
ship-
just do it ahead of time.
The ship had 3 hit points left.
Yeah.
Drazad, how do you sink
Ooh.
their battleship?
You see Drazad kind of getting aggravated, honestly, and knowing that this ship's coming up. kind of grab onto the ballista a little tighter. He begins the hand cranking process, and accidentally kind of releases a little bit more of his magic than he probably should into it, being that he used Blessing of the Forge on it.
Okay.
And just feeling the power of Pyraxis and his own innate electrical ability will fire
That's a thunderbolt going at that
basically,
thing.
yeah. And you'll just basically see as it cuts
Lightning
through the
crackle
sky,
off of
basically you see a lightning bolt fly through the sky. and strike
Hell
the ship.
yes.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That one's in magical darkness.
So all the people on the ship, are they now like swimming towards us?
As the ship is struck, you see a couple of the crew members actually completely evaporated by this lightning bolt that sears through the sky. It strikes the sea, simultaneously spilling out a sea spray and evaporating it into a fine, misty smoke as the ship catches fire and sinks.
So the crew is all dead too.
Some of the crew is swimming in the water, trying to make their way towards some of these land masses. You can pick them off if you want, but
I told you he would
I mean-
not spare you.
There is a
In
bigger
the
problem
dying.
behind us. Who will soon
what
be
are
through the
you
magical
doing,
darkness.
Flora?
So our ship is not moving.
It's still coasting though, huh?
Your ship is not going to move any further forward.
Okay.
Not without something to repair the sails or something else to move the ship.
So I'm gonna go off the back
Okay.
and see if I could cast Thunder Wave
Ooh.
Okay.
and
To
see if
move the
that'll
ship.
move.
Or push the other boat back.
So it says a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. So I was thinking I could push us.
A little
The
further.
boat fails.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean,
mean,
the
I'll
boat
be-
can
You just
intentionally
invented
fail.
perpetual motion.
I'll be casting it on water.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So
So you stand atop this crate and cast
You're
thunder
standing on
waves
it, and
straight
it moves,
down,
but then you're still
creating
on it, so it doesn't
large
move.
ripples in the water that actually do shift the ship forward and continue its forward momentum, so you are able to move as normal just for this round
Cool.
as you're continuing to coast.
and it does emit a thunderous boom that is audible out to 300 feet. Yeah.
When I hear that, can I scream?
Yeah,
Like the boat's sinking? Because they can't see us, right?
me.
Oh yeah. I hear him scream
like-
when I join in. I'm like,
Both of you make performance checks.
Wonderful. Absolutely
Oh
wonderful.
no, that's not good. This is
wait.
in there, but
oh yeah. That's a 21.
Okay.
mine is an 11. Then I use my bardic.
All right. So I'll take the higher there.
Way louder than him.
As it falls from your turn order to the turn order of the ship behind, there is an eerie silence. Interrupted by cannon fire.
Bitch.
One of them rolled a nat 20. So
Oh, okay.
It was
I rolled
probably
3 dice
Leonidas.
and I got a nat 20 on one of them,
Fucking
so they know.
Leonidas.
Driving into the darkness, firing straight ahead at your hull now. They're going to do 8d10 damage.
80, 10. Jeez.
That cannon is no joke.
Yeah, we gotta get one of those.
They're
Well, we blew that one up.
We gotta get one of those.
How
I mean,
far
they're
away are they
literally in the
now?
business of destroying ships.
Are they 200 feet-ish?
Yeah, probably 200 or 150 based
Yeah,
on
they're like 250.
Yeah. 47 damage to the hull here.
What's all?
So we're just
Less
under.
than
We're just.
47.
It is at 202.
Yeah, I was gonna say we had taken 49
Oh,
and then
it was
yeah.
to the sails that I was
Yeah,
thinking.
sales had different.
Sales are
hit
done.
points.
Yeah.
Okay,
sales to 40.
back up to your turn order. This ship behind you is now shrouded in
250,
darkness. So, what would you like to do, Valoth? Oh, sorry, I forgot. You're still on the mast. You're halfway up, but the mast does finally give way. You are going to fall 30 feet to the deck. I'll say because you let Thali go first, they're only going to fall 10. taking a d6 damage.
So I'm gonna take 3d6.
Yes.
Yeah, feather fall.
Can I
Dally
use,
is still alive.
can I use a bonus action as a reaction
No.
to seeing him fall?
But you could potentially rush to their aid.
I mean,
That's fine.
I got
You could mitigate the damage that way.
It's cool.
it's very real that I go down here.
Yeah, that's okay. We
You're
gotta-
down.
No. He didn't roll. How much damage did I take?
Oh, I didn't roll it. I was waiting for you to. I'm sorry. This is
I
damage
can.
against you.
Yeah, if you want.
I'm used to you guys rolling all the damage.
Yeah.
That's so hard to read. 7 points of damage.
He's alive.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
up with half
below
my
average.
hit points.
Um,
And
So-
I need to roll concentration on
you
the,
do,
on
but
the
I don't know if you
darkness.
want to drop it anyway.
On the darkness.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because you guys can't see that shit.
I mean, might as well. I mean, I drop it,
You
but
drop
I was
it,
gonna say I can
yeah.
always
Okay.
drop it later if I want.
So the darkness dissipates, and as it does, you see a ship that is now a good bit closer. I'd say about 200 feet
You sure it's not
off the back of the ship.
120?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You can use the handgun.
I mean, the good news is your ship isn't moving
Yeah, the
anymore.
handgun-
It'll get
the hand-
closer
use
a
the
lot
handgun's
faster.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Morgan and I are both over here like.
Can you fire that front ballista straight back or no?
Everything has a
Yeah,
safety.
I allow that.
Okay.
Even
Sorcerer spells.
when you think about it, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, go ahead. Actually, the mast collapse. It makes plenty of
There you
sense.
go.
I'm gonna use. I'm gonna get up to the ballista and help the unseen servant shoot. For my action, I'm gonna help it shoot the back boat.
What'd you have to do?
Oh, I'm all the way back there.
Yeah, because you just came off the mast.
I just didn't know that. I thought I would have the movement because I thought it was further
Yeah.
forward. But if I'm back there, that's fine.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
So you help to aim the bolt.
For
the
my
ballista.
unseen servant.
Has
At the back
advantage.
boat. The front of the boat is made of metal, right?
Yeah.
The front of the enemy boat, yes.
So I'm gonna aim for the sails from back here.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't even be able to hit the front of the boat from back here.
Gotcha.
Wow, I rolled 2 13s. Plus 6, 19.
That'll hit.
Get him. 3d10.
3d10.
Go for it, Morgan.
8.
That makes sense.
3,
5.
5, 8,
So 16.
16.
16. Wait, did you get an 8?
He got an 8.
Oh, I was adding them. But
No,
that's
no,
fine.
yeah, he got. It was 8 plus 8, yeah.
You're like 24. No, it was plus 16.
All right.
On a D10, yeah.
The sails get a nice sizable hole in them. It doesn't look like it's slowing the ship down yet. But
I
it
just
is
figured
some damage.
it would be asking too much to try to even try to hit the boat from the front ballista.
Yeah, sure.
Given the.
I feel.
All right, Odd, what are you doing?
Looked at it, I was like, this is idiot. I wrote that's the first detail.
I am.
It's probably a 2.
I'm going to help Drazad shoot. Give you advantage,
Okay.
and then move towards the back of the boat. And who doesn't? Drazad, you still got.
Yeah.
I
Okay. You
have
still got a
mine.
bardic.
I used mine.
I'll
for
give you
something
my
time.
last bardic.
Okay. Drazad, it is your go. I'm assuming you're going to fire that ballista on the ship towards the back.
I am going to do that.
Okay, you have advantage and your +1. Don't
Awesome.
forget about
Or
that
you can
guy.
just-
I was just letting you know I am proficient in cartographer's tools and navigator's tools.
Oh, well, then.
Oh, boo.
Then it makes a lot of sense that you were off the front of the ship helping
yeah.
guide it.
I knew I had that, but I just forgot to say it earlier.
No, it is.
19. Yeah.
Yeah.
19 is going to hit. You aiming at the hull or the sails or the cannon or what?
I would say the cannon.
That yeah. Okay. That's yeah. The cannon. That's
You're
what I
aiming at the
was-
cannon.
Yeah.
Got
The
it.
hull is metal in the front, and the sails.
Yeah.
We're not moving, so that doesn't really matter too much. We
Yeah.
want
What
them
was
to be
your
closer.
to hit again?
19.
That barely hits.
Unless
that
it needs
does
to
hit the
be more.
cannon.
Or the people. We could start trying to pick off the people.
I mean, you can probably do it with hand cannons. At
All right,
disadvantage.
go ahead and
Alright,
roll
cool.
your 3d10. See how much damage
And
you
your
do.
+1.
Ladies, gentlemen.
Yeah, don't forget the +1.
8 for me.
8,
4.
15, 16. As you fire the ballista, it goes straight into the cannon, and you actually see some of the back compartment where they load come a bit unhinged. They pull the bolt out and begin loading the cannon properly again. It doesn't look like it's not going to fire, but you definitely did some damage to it.
Sick.
It is now your go, right?
Mm-hmm. Can I shoot the cannon with the hand cannon?
They're 200 feet off. I will allow you to do that at disadvantage.
Okay.
200.
Yeah, he said that.
I'm just waiting until they get into like.
What do I add?
120 to 60.
You're going to add
it's like
your
all
dex
stuff.
mod and your proficiency.
So 16.
16 to hit the cannon. That is going to miss. As you fire the cannonball off, it hits the rim of the cannon and actually just
Wait,
clangs
yeah,
into
I was
the
saying, you
water.
do have to
Oh.
ward it,
Bark.
yeah.
Holy bark. 3.
19.
That exactly hits. Go ahead and roll 2d10 plus your dex mod and damage.
I'm assuming you have a +0 to your dex.
Yeah, 7 total.
Okay.
It's like 52.
Yeah, no, the 5-0 gets you, man.
You shoot a cannonball right down the middle. It hits the ball that's already in there, and it actually moves the mechanism that loads it even further back, but they pull the cannonball out and prepare to fire it. It is now going to be their go, now that the ship is dead in the water.
Is
They
theirs
are-
dead in the water? Or
No,
not
ours
yet?
is.
No, yours is.
I
we-
knew ours was.
Yeah.
They're going to fire on your hull. That is a nat 1. So they're going to miss. As the cannon goes to fire, because somebody was still removing the cannonball, I'm going to say that
Blow
they
somebody's
get
arm off.
blown up and the guts go everywhere. They are still able to sail forward.
Don't fire! I'm going to get the cannonball! Fire!
The last thing he hears is Leonidas saying, "Don't worry about it. Just leave the ball in there and shoot." No. Okay. It is now you guys
Did
again.
they move?
They did.
How far are they now?
150. They're moving 50 a turn.
yeah.
Next turn, babe.
What if I combine guiding bolt and bless?
Valoth,
That's
what you got?
120 plus 30 feet.
How bad are their sales looking?
Their sales are looking pretty good. That was the
Okay,
first hit you got
perfect.
on them.
So I'm gonna help
I got you.
Unseen Servant bonus action. Use the Unseen Servant to shoot the thing.
Got it. Advantage.
And shoot the sails. Ooh, that is 16 to hit the sail.
16 will definitely hit the sails.
And I'll roll one of the D10 because Morgan just left. Do you guys want to roll the other ones? 8 again. Ooh.
9. 10, 9? No. 6.
3.
Okay, so 17.
17.
3 and 6 is 9. 9 and 8 is 7.
Okay, so the sails are down to 67. They're not quite half damage, but they are definitely not
Yeah,
catching
I don't want
as
it to
much
stop
wind.
yet, but I want it to get to the point to where when it gets within range of our spells,
Slide.
we'll stop it there. Start melting it.
Just start bombarding it.
I was just like, how bad are the sails? Because I don't want to stop it yet.
100 feet.
Yeah.
Drop the anchor.
Fire everything!
Odd, what are you doing here?
Oh, man. Do I...
They are within range for you to fire one of the hand cannons at disadvantage. Next turn, they'll be in range for you to fire normally. Alternatively, there are some other things you can do on the ship as far as like preparing one of the ballistas or, I don't know, using a spell some way. I don't know.
So we have cannons. Do we have gunpowder on the ship? Is that like a keg of gunpowder?
I would say that you could find a keg of gunpowder.
He says in a very calm voice.
Hey,
I would say that you could find a keg of
Yeah.
gunpowder.
Okay, so hear me out.
what?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I got some stuff.
I'm sorry. I just like the idea that that's the whole thing that you were saying. Hear
Yeah.
me out. That's a good idea.
Yeah, great idea. Chunk that
What happened?
boy overboard.
Keg of gunpowder.
Game.
Are you guys about to
We
do a
got
Jaws?
He's like, we have cannons. Do we have gunpowder? And Alex said,
So I want to... Do we need to tie something to it in case it starts going the wrong way?
I can cast Entangle.
we're not moving.
Yeah, we're not moving.
Right, but if I throw it out and the water starts taking it out of the way, it needs to go.
Start drifting back to us.
I can cast Entangle on it.
How far can you throw stuff?
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on
That's
that.
going to be your athletics,
I'm
but
gonna wait on that.
Okay.
But just good to know. All
Okay,
right?
yeah, you definitely
When it
can.
gets closer,
And I will say that barrel behind your character is a barrel of gunpowder.
That's what I was asking. Okay, good.
Entangle the barrel with entangle to the ballista arrow. Shoot the ballista arrow.
Kind of what I was thinking.
I mean, we could all do that.
Alex is like, stop.
No, don't stop. I mean, you guys do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
you spend your turn entangling. I'll put it on the. I'll load and put it on the ballista, and you shoot it.
So
I've already used my turn. So.
You're shooting the barrel?
Like putting the barrel.
Shooting.
The ballista.
They're gonna attach
Yeah.
the barrel to
the bolt.
bolt
Yeah.
with entangle, and then shoot.
And then
the bolt.
shoot the bolt.
Okay.
So
and then-
I have to spend
and
my
then-
turn casting entangle.
Is it? Wait, real quick.
I take my turn.
Is it gonna be like the bolt shoots and it's tied, so then the barrel then follows after?
No, I'm
No,
gonna
like
entangle
Jaws?
it.
I'm thinking like it's like a
I'm gonna
strap-
entangle it to
strapped
the
in the
tip.
front of the tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm going to load a bolt, hold the barrel up, you entangle it.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's your turn to shoot, and you can just take a 17.
You can roll, but if you don't, because you might crit.
Okay, hold on. So hear me out, Alex. Are we going through with this entangle mess situation?
Yeah.
Are we at the
Okay.
point where he now has to roll the hit, like everything else goes off?
No, I'm not rolling a hit. We're taking
Yeah,
17
that's
and we're
totally
rolling our
fine.
lives.
Well, no,
you're able
roll
to-
because you might get a crit, and then
You
then
lift
take
the barrel
17.
and put it on there, hold it while she entangles it,
Right.
and then he shoots the ballista.
Do I have
Yeah.
advantage on the ballista?
You would not have advantage.
because nobody helped me. Okay.
But yeah, just roll. If you get a crit, cool. If not, take the 17.
Oh, and I have Bardic. Can I add that to attack rolls?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Don't need it. You got
oh,
it.
yeah, it's a 19 because it's 12 plus 6 plus 1.
Plus
Okay.
7.
And
'cause
what are you
Yeah.
what are you aiming for?
It's a 19.
Middle of
I'm
the-
aiming for the middle of the ship, so theoretically where the cannon is.
You got to say cannon or hull. You got to call.
We know
it.
when 19 hits the cannon.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw that out
Oh,
there.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I got to know where it's going.
The cannon. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I'm
cool,
going to aim
cool,
for
cool.
the cannon like we have been. But shenanigans time.
He's gonna jump on the arrow.
Daddy Drazad goes out a big ball of flames.
So, I would like to drop my concentration on Bless. And as the arrow gets 59 feet away,
Oh my god.
I would like to cast Heat Metal on the bolt.
Heat metal's an action, right?
Yeah,
So I mean, you're
yeah,
using an
it's
action.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're using an action to fire the
okay,
bolt
never mind.
already.
Ignore me.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you said you're aiming at what
The
again?
cannon.
The
Won't drop
cannon.
Bless. Yeah, but I'll still
Okay.
aim for the
Cannon.
cannon.
You fire this bolt. The aim is just as true as ever, mostly due to the stubbornness of the ship sailing directly at yours and not changing its course in any way. The bolt flies directly down the barrel of the cannon and explodes. I need you to roll 3d10 damage for the bolt and
Ladies and
9d6 for the keg.
You need some d6.
Oh, I think so.
Okay, here.
Okay.
You get to roll all those d6.
That's
Here's
That's
4.
5,
6. Wait, okay. How many do I need?
9. No, 9 or 10.
9.
9.
9. Here. Here, wait.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me.
Here, no, do.
Wait, let me give a good roll.
Too bad it's not a d10. Roll a d10 though.
I did. That's what I picked up. No, this I knocked that out.
Time for
what'd you roll?
math.
I
The
rolled
game.
10.
15,
I don't think Morgan's gonna roll her d10.
26,
29.
29. I was going to.
Oh, I rolled the exact same thing for the second one, so
Go.
roll
Roll
yours.
one.
It doesn't matter.
29 for the barrel.
10.
Perfect. Brett also got a 10, so that's
20.
26 between the d10s
For the bolt.
for the bolt.
And then
39.
39 for
39.
the barrel.
So that's 65.
You guys, okay.
I'm
29. It's 29.
29, not 30.
Oh,
29,
so then it's
29.
59. Or 55, sorry. 55.
Okay.
65.
So as the bolt drives into the cannon, you actually see the bolt itself loose the back of the loading mechanism, driving it open. And as the explosion ignites, it erupts out of the cannon itself, looking like it's firing, but also out of the back. So I'm gonna say that
Striking
the
the ship.
hull is gonna take half of the damage that you guys just dealt,
Okay.
and the cannon is no longer operable.
Sick.
Yeah.
So,
What are you going
how,
to do now, Leonidas?
how much damage was that again?
was 55.
55. So we'll say the ship.
27 rounded down, 28 rounded up.
God, Sam, I'm so glad you're paying attention to this game.
Thank you.
My brain
Yeah.
mathing. By the time I said 29, I was like, what was the damage before I just said?
You see the ship actually rock back and contort in a way that would really shouldn't if you don't want it to splinter. It does not look good.
Oh, yeah.
The mast itself on their ship is not doing great,
Tight.
but it
tight.
continues to sail forward nonetheless. And it is now within 100 feet.
Fire away,
Yeah.
boys!
I want every gun to fire on that shit.
All right.
It's like getting in the range of 3 spellcasters.
Yeah, I mean, all it can do is just continue to sail forward. It can't do
I have
anything
all
else.
mine.
You see the remaining men on the ship getting ready to like leap off onto yours. They're all gathered around the front. Baloth, what are you doing? Back up to the top here.
I don't think I can get to the front of the boat, right? Or the back of the boat.
The back?
You can get to the side.
No. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think so. So I'm gonna just give
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the unseen servant advantage again, and then I'm gonna move whatever 30 feet I can.
Okay.
Shit. That is to hit the mast.
Bardic. Oh, he don't have Bardic.
No.
You have Bardic.
Yeah. No.
That's 15 to hit
Oh, yeah, I
the sail.
That hits.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Roll your 3d10.
3d10. Go ahead, Caleb.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
2?
4, 2, so 6.
6.
So 12 total.
Okay. The mast is not quite at half, but it is not looking good. The sails, rather. Odd, what are you doing? They're within 100 feet, finally.
Yeah.
I thought this day would never come.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm going to. Still can't do the cool stuff. I'm going to fire one of the guns in the back.
Okay. Go ahead and rock up to a hand cannon.
Yep.
And it's your dex and proficiency added in with your roll.
Do I shoot the people? How many people do we see on board?
Okay, so
One blew up.
but one's blown up. One is missing
There
an
was
arm.
no less
So
than 10.
quick thing.
Yeah.
They can't.
There was no less than 10.
They can't shoot anymore,
Yeah.
but they can still move closer.
Yeah.
The people can't get on the boat if they can't move.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
But I don't know. But that's why I was shooting at the sail. Now that they're stopped within range.
People
is the
people
sail-
be swimming,
is the
man. I'm
sail
just
gone?
saying.
gonna say.
No, the sail's still there.
Yeah, the sail's still there.
They can still move.
Yeah.
And I said they can swim, but they can't swim 100 feet a turn.
No,
The
they
people,
can't.
Okay.
Alex, the people that came from this ship, have they tried to get towards our boat?
Yeah.
Um,
I will take a look at
Have these people tried to get towards our boat?
I'll have you
Wait.
make a perception check to see.
They better drown.
12?
We're going to drown them.
Okay. With your 12, you can see that most of them have scampered onto the nearby rock. A couple of them are clinging to wreckage and just floating in the water. None of them have made a clear effort to swim towards your ship.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to shoot this gun at their sails, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say 18.
Wait,
That will hit. Roll 2d10 plus your dex.
I will get these 2d10 plus dex.
And you
18.
just because you asked earlier, there are 8 people remaining on their ship.
That's a 20.
20 damage.
20 damage. Hell yeah, that's a good roll.
10 and an 8 plus a 2. Damn near max.
Yeah, their sails are not looking good as you actually clip one of the supporting members of the sail itself, and it folds in on itself, so it's basically got half of a mast left. Okay,
Somebody. No, I'm out of bars. Yep.
Drazad and Flora. You guys
Son
are
of a
left.
big
You want
gun.
to call me Taffy every time, don't you?
It's hard, yeah.
How close are they?
100 feet.
100 feet off the bat.
gun.
50 feet every round?
Yeah.
Correct.
Can I hold my action until they're round?
Until they're closer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might need to shoot the big one.
Other question.
Oh, yeah, you could shoot the big gun too.
I want to shoot the big gun.
Oh, then let her shoot the
I
big
want to
one.
shoot the big
There you
gun.
go.
She hasn't gotten to shoot the big gun
Yes.
yet.
I would like
Sorry.
to roll percept whatever I have to. You said so the whole front of the boat is metal, right?
Yeah, basically the front triangle from that.
And they're all getting ready, like they're all preparing to board our ship, I'm assuming.
Yeah, a bunch of them are grouped up around the front there.
Sick.
Six.
I'm gonna hold my action.
I know what you're doing, but Leonidas sure doesn't. Okay, Flora, it's your go. What are you doing?
I'm shooting the big gun
Shoot the big
Okay.
gun.
towards the hole in the middle of their ship.
Yeah. I'm gonna-
Okay, make an attack roll and add 6 to it. Add 7. Sorry. Yeah,
Taking the 17.
Nice.
that'll definitely hit.
Nice.
And then your damage.
3d10
You're gonna add 1 to
plus
it.
1.
Okay, y'all roll.
Oh.
6.
10.
10.
So
19, 20.
Whew, you guys are making good rolls on those. All right, the ship is bloodied at this point as you drive a bolt clear into the middle of the deck. You see it poke a hole straight down into the ocean, and after a brief moment, it begins to spurt up water as you see some of the crew members, just a couple, move from the front and begin to bail out the ship.
I'll,
okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action and heal you.
They have to go back to the
Oh,
front. if
I
this
did
thing's-
take damage. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm going to heal you 6, and
Okay.
you get 1 temporary hit point.
I'm basically at full.
Nice. Okay, it is now their turn,
Oh. Is it?
and they're going to move forward 50 feet. They are right off the back of the ship. You actually see a couple of people readying their legs to leap.
So his action goes off, right?
His held action.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would like to cast heat metal on the front of the ship.
Oh my God, I never thought you would do such a thing.
Yeah.
I know.
I had no idea.
I've been keeping it as a secret.
So
you guys
how
didn't
much
know about
damage
it.
is it to each person?
2d8 fire damage.
Anybody
I will have
shoots
you roll that damage for me. Roll it one time. We'll just apply it across everyone. I will let you know that these crew members have a certain amount of hit points. And if you cross that threshold, you will instantly third degree burn them.
it. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
bardicked? 'Cause can you add that to the damage?
No.
Oh,
No.
I asked that already. I
Only
asked
hit.
that already.
Only hit.
5.
5 points of
No,
damage.
that's a 1.
So that is not enough to kill the crew member standing there, but I will do you solid. I will
It is
tally
every
up.
round.
Just 5. It's not plus anything.
No,
No.
it's just 5.
But it's every round too.
It is every round that they stand there. You're right.
And is the boat also taking that damage?
Because the boat's connected to the metal.
Yeah, we'll say it is. Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. You see some of the wood begin to char and splinter around the edges of where it touches the metal. Let's see.
No, because they're not holding it.
No, at the end.
They're
Oh,
holding or wearing. If I would use it on like armor or weapon, basically. Yeah.
I feel like this is the most useful that an unseen servant has ever been.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Insanely.
So,
Gets to use the gun
Insanely useful.
stats.
so with that, it is back up to you guys. One more turn, and they will be at
be
your
on
boat,
us.
ready to board. So, Valoth, what you doing?
Unseen servant, no advantage on the sail.
Sail.
That is 18. Yeah, 18.
18 is gonna hit. Roll your 3d10.
Go for it, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and here's your.
Roll a d10, Brett.
2.
You're good.
Oh, 2.
I've gotten 2s almost every time.
8. 8 total damage on the sail.
8 total. Okay.
They finally get close and we're like, we're about to rip them apart.
The sail is actually so close that it's hard to get a good angle off of the ballista without it
from
just
the
going
front of the
straight
boat.
through and barely tearing it. So that's exactly what it does. It makes a little hole and it whistles.
And then I'm going to run the rest of the way to the back of the boat.
All right. You are there.
And I'm going to cast... Gosh. The boat's only is 50 feet off, isn't
Can
it?
I be like, hold on, can I go first?
Hold on. I'm doing something.
Go for
Yeah.
it. And then
I'm before you You probably.
I'm still running, so like you
you're
got
running,
time off
yeah.
running to the back
And
of the boat.
I step to the back of the boat, and then I start playing my drum and make a handful of very purplish, like greenish, glowing dust, and then I cast it out over them. Cast fairy fire on everything on the front of that boat. It's a 20-foot cube.
20-foot cube with a 60-foot range.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Honestly,
want to
you
get
can.
as much as the boat and as much as the people as possible.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the people like retreating off of the front of the ship.
They have to roll for dexterity though.
Oh, I know. I'm just
yeah.
saying you'll be able to
Okay.
get everyone.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, because
The ship, too, is gonna be part of that,
Feet
exactly.
into
Yeah.
the ship.
It say creatures or
Any creature in the area when the spell is
Any
cast.
creature, yeah.
it's
you're
an
right.
object.
If it fails a dexterity saving throw, it's outlined. Never mind.
No creature and objects.
No,
Creature-
it's everything.
It's
Okay.
everything.
But the
yeah.
creatures
'Cause
have
it
to make
says
dex
any
saves.
any attack against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it.
What's the DC on this?
This is 15.
I'm doing something.
Okay, the only one that saves is Leonidas.
Got it.
Everyone else
Oh, yeah,
is
of course,
fairy
that
fired.
Shit does.
Oh yeah.
Are they dead?
No, we have advantage on that.
You got advantage to hit the boat and every other person on there.
Except Leonidas.
Oh, so that drastically changes
Yeah,
what
exactly.
I'm gonna do.
I'm doing something.
Yeah. Valeth,
They are in range of the hand cannons.
Valeth is gonna run up, holding his hands above his head as he mini spirit bombs a chromatic orb
Hell yeah.
down at the ship.
The hull,
Yeah, I have
Okay.
advantage to hit it, right?
you
Yep.
definitely do.
God. That is 16 to hit.
That will hit. Roll your dabblage.
And that is going to be 40. Second level, sorry. So that's be 48.
Okay.
Yep. And yep. Oh gosh. 12, 15, 19.
Okay.
19. We'll flavor fire damage. Oh, I just clicked it.
All right. As you slam the fire damage chromatic orb into the deck of the ship, the boards that are already somewhat ignited burn even brighter like red hot coals next to the front of the bow, and you actually see the bow itself beginning to separate as it is so much heavier than this wood. It wants to sink to the bottom of the ocean. In a weird way, the ship that was straight across like this is starting to do this. It is still holding together, but Drazad, it is your go. And, well, Flora, you can go too if you want.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys
I'm
want to
gonna
do.
Point my finger at Leonidas,
Okay.
and you're gonna see this really dark green energy that kind of looks like rotted moss.
Okay.
It's coming off of my hand, and it's just gonna like circle him.
Yeah.
I guess hex.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna
okay.
shoot him with the hand cannon.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. Make your attack roll. It is not at advantage. He's the only one that did not get fairy fired.
Yep.
Also, he has disadvantage on athletics checks now.
Strength.
Okay.
Yeah,
that is
strength
good to know.
Yeah.
That is good to know for him.
Hey, okay, for
check. Like
flavor,
swimming.
can we both hit him with a hand cannon? Can we both shoot him at the same time with a hand cannon?
Sure,
Nobody
you can both
shot
try.
The big gun, just FYI.
The one that does 3d10 instead of 2d10.
And the big gun can be also aimed at a person
Yeah.
if you want to. It's totally your call.
19 to hit.
Nice.
19
gun-
exactly hits.
gun
Roll
uses your
2d10
dex, the big
plus
gun
your
gives
dex
you
mod
+6.
and
Right,
damage.
Plus 7.
So
Plus
it's
7 because you
3d10
can it.
plus a d6.
Use a big gun.
Because I
Fuck
also
that.
deal necrotic damage.
That's right. That's right.
Whoa, get it. Hit.
12
Oh.
of the cannon,
Okay.
and then 2 necrotic.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll shoot him with the ballista. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Take your
Make an
plus
attack
7
roll.
attack roll.
Drazad's not against overkill.
Oh, he ain't dead yet.
Is that a nat 20?
No,
It just
it
rolled
right
really
back
bad.
to the
I rolled
page.
it
Into the
Yeah.
placeholder thing. 11 plus 7 is 18
18.
to hit.
That does not hit.
Oh yeah, it's 19.
Yep.
Wait, you have
Yeah.
a
Wait, the guy?
Oh,
Haha!
yeah, go fuck yourself, Alex.
roll your 3d10. Roll your 3d10.
Y'all roll them for me.
This is going at a dude.
Oh no.
8.
Brett
2,
said,
so 10
I've done some math. I'll be ready next time.
Oh Jesus Christ! Roll a d10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Between Brett and I, we both got 10.
10!
So 20 total. 21 because of your +1 on
Yeah.
it.
And,
21 total.
12 damage to anybody at the front of the boat. In addition
Or
to that.
The fire.
Oh, they would have
Yeah.
moved off of that on their
All of them?
turn. Yeah.
Wait, but the boat. Have they moved yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, they moved last
they
on
did
their
move.
turn.
Yeah, because I held my action for right before the boat took its turn,
Right.
technically. Yeah, or the
Well,
people.
no.
That's what I'm saying. Like the boat moved in, you hit them. Now it's the end of our turn. Have they had a chance to
Yeah.
move?
Yeah, the boat moved in.
That
I
would
hit
that
them,
would have
then they
been
moved.
that would have been
Okay.
on their turn. They would have
Yeah.
moved at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
They have their own
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I agree.
initiative on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
No, you raised a solid point
Yeah.
because I forgot that happened at the beginning of this round,
Yeah.
sort of. But yeah. So you guys both strike Leonidas at the same time. A cannonball lodges into his chest, and he sort of clutches it, drops it on the deck as a bolt through the shoulder blade, piercing through the armor that he actually wears.
Yeet.
And he grabs the back of it, pulls it the rest of the way through as his arm sort of goes limp. You see blood running down. He is still standing,
He ain't
but
dead
not
yet.
looking good.
I imagine the people from the circus that used to get the cannonball shot in their gut.
Is that the end of you guys' round?
Yes, but I have a question for you. What kind of armor is he wearing?
He's splint armor and a shield.
Not obsidian?
It has it written
Well,
right here.
he would need to be metal.
Interesting.
The ship moves its final
What? It's
50
definitely
feet
metal.
as with the red hot hull or red hot bow hanging off the front of it is just about to give. It is instead driven into the back of your hull
Can you drop concentration
at
on
speed.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a free action.
It is a free action.
Trap.
Drop concentration on
that? On the
Only
metal
keep-
hull
on the
that he's
metal
trying to
hull.
drive into our
Yeah.
boat now. He's
But
trying
I
to use it
will
against us.
say that metal does not simply
Yeah.
instantly
Yeah,
cool.
of course. Yeah.
I would say it's a little too late. The
Yeah,
hull
yeah.
is going to take an
Yeah.
additional 2d8.
That's fine.
No, that's my fault too because I was not paying attention.
Well, then do you want to leave it so that
On
way
top
whenever they
of-
start walking on it
No,
to try to
'cause
get
it's
onto our
gonna
boat?
burn
I guess it's
ours
still
every
hot, so
turn,
they
yeah.
would take the damage. too.
16 d10 damage as
Holy
the ship
crap.
ruptures straight through the already driven hole from the cannonball earlier.
Can't sink the ship.
Yeah, I just did the math.
Yeah.
too. I don't think it can.
It's impossible. It can do a shit ton of damage. 160
Yeah.
is the
Did
most.
you
it can
say
do.
16 D10?
Yes.
Quiet, I'm counting.
Yeah, I'm mathing over here.
Just take the average.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly?
Don't
might do that.
No, because it's higher than what you rolled.
Yeah, okay. Honestly, I was rolling about average. I was at 30 on 2 rolls, so 2 rolls of 4. I was below average. I'll keep going.
We're almost a full hour over, by the way.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You guys' fault for not singing the ships faster.
We gotta kill him.
Yeah.
That's why I was also asking if they were still on the metal. It's like I was like,
Maybe they just die.
Oh, maybe it's just him. Maybe
they
it's
just
just him.
die.
I'm going to go ahead and call an audible. If we get to 11 and we're not done, we're just going to pick this up later.
Okay, you guys take 72 plus 2d8.
Under average.
So 82.
Don't be rude.
Oh,
82
perfectly
points of
average.
total damage to the
perfectly
hull.
average. Sorry.
82. We got this.
So the ship is at less than half health as the skiff literally breaches the back of the boat and begins to sink based off of the repercussive damage that it has dealt. People begin to rush over the bow, leaping into the cargo space underneath your ship. You are boarded and now have an entire half a crew to deal with. And that is where we will leave our session for tonight.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I know the session ran a little bit longer than usual, but we were really looking forward to running it. I know I was. Brett, thank you for
Really
the
fun.
super
Yeah.
memorable moments.
We'll have to drink next episode.
Yeah.
Mama Jinbo, welcome to the Chaos Crew. Tabletop Beard, thank you for sponsoring. Lead us,
just for the
Kyron,
hell
thanks
of
for
it.
hopping in.
Here's some chaos.
Yeah. Can't wait until next time to see what happens. And until then, go out there and make some chaos.
Bye.
Bye.
Ahoy!
Ahoy.
How do you say the opposite of